Evan, make up your mind.
Wait, now we're live.
There we go. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Rolls to Astonish. I am your host for today, Haley, and today, unfortunately, we do not have Steven again. Well, unfortunately, fortunately, depends on who you ask, but
Who's
today
saying
we...
it's unfortunate? Sorry. Other one. Who's saying it is fortunate?
Hi.
Okay.
I will shrug in indifference.
Alright, anyway, we are here once again playing Operation Hotblood using the beloved Worlds and Myths system by one of our players and our DM currently, Cody.
Hey guys, what's up?
And also joining us tonight will be a bunch of our other players in this game. We have Evan.
Hello, I'm Finn Sharkman. I'm a shark and a man together as a sharkman.
Oh boy. We also have Dan.
Hello, I'm playing Finn, and I'm not playing Finn. Wow.
Damn. Hey, no.
I'm playing Mahan Moriankmer. Oh my goodness.
This is why you're always last, Dan.
This is the
This
the
is
Finn
why I'm
Sharkman
always
special.
last.
Ouch.
The Finn
I am
Sharkman
playing.
special where you all have a copy of my character sheet.
We can all.
Change it to Operation Clone Gang.
And finally,
Oh,
we have Zach.
He didn't. I'm playing Adele. Hi. Dragon, half human. Gonna punch some shit really hard. Just be simple. Like that.
Yeah, and of course, goddamn it, Evan, please stop. And of course, I am here playing the werewolf Alric, where we kind of had a debate about this earlier, but Alric is very steadily turning into Mama Wolf instead of Alpha Wolf, and we will explain that later on if it comes up because
Mama.
there's reasons. Yeah, Mama Wolf. You missed that. I'm not sure if you missed that discussion completely or you were just ignoring it.
I think
Because I
We
think
didn't
you were
do
here.
this discussion on stream, and I missed it, so I'm actually curious now.
Well,
I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of know what's going on anyway.
Okay.
But not. But at the same time, like, not the discussion. But
I
whatever.
mean, I can bring up why we thought of this. I feel
Yeah, let's do that, and then let's do our recap.
Okay, so the reason why Orc is slowly turning into Mama Wolf is because by the time our cold-blooded crew meets up with our hot-blooded crew, Joe and Oz will be staring at each other. I just know that Oz is gonna run up and say Joe, and just kind of lift and fly around with her, and that Orc's gonna be looking up like, those are my children now.
And we also got into discussion that out of all the characters I've made so far, Alec literally is one of the most feminine, even compared to Lily.
Oh wow!
So it's just kind of like,
I mean,
uh,
he was cuddling up with Adele in last episode too.
yeah, it's Alec pretty much is, oh lord, what the heck is the term for Seke? But he leans more on Uke than Seme.
What does that mean in not anime?
Dude, I'm a weeb,
The
and I don't know
Seme,
what that
the
means.
Seme is the dominant one, Uke is the recessive one, Seke is when you can switch between them.
Oh, so like twinks, bears, and switches.
Yeah.
He's a switch.
Pretty much, but leaning more on the submissive side.
Dang.
Obviously, because, yeah.
And his goal in life was to become the alpha.
So, you have to look after a child.
Okay.
Someone like Joe. Like, come on now.
You did take that on yourself, though. You
You
did
offered
take
it.
Molly.
Nobody else wanted anything to do with this, so I took on the burden.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so Dan, do you think you could do a recap for us?
1 second. So we started with Adele carrying Jacob down from the city ship that Victor owns, and Jacob was a bit butthurt about not having a role in the group or the fight, but
I can use my quote if you want.
Please.
I can read it. Hang on, I have to find it. It's a little higher up. There we go. You don't have to be a coward. I'm not being a coward. Just everyone has their place in their role. Oh, so you're a bottom.
As I said, a little butthurt. So we montaged to Camp Moon Moon to hop into vehicles, and then montaged again to University of Hampires Northwestern. Some hilarity ensued about having let Joe drive partway there, but things eventually calmed down enough to get back on task. Spring break is finally over. Clubs are trying to collect more members, and the group ends up signing up for a death battle, because this is going to be the quickest and easiest way to face off with Volusia while causing the minimum of collateral damage.
I mean, I don't think that was part of the reasoning.
It may not have been part of your reasoning, but it was there.
Look, it happens.
But then we fast forward to the arena, and both sides are introduced to the crowd, and then there is a lot of fighting. Volusia gestures her companions to step back because she wants to take on the group herself. But we make fairly short work of her. The crowd is taken aback by the defeat of their unhonorary and valedictorian, and then Volusia's partners move in to attack because they are part of this death battle after all. We manage to even more quickly take them out, and the crowd goes wild, and we loot the bodies, get a massive payout for winning, and then head back to the bus.
And that's where we are right now. Okay. So you guys just got all of your credits. And you guys just got back to the bus, and you're driving back, and pretty much at this point is where you're doling credits out to everybody. So who wants to be the credit doler?
I'm driving. Have fun, guys.
I guess I'll start handing out paydays.
Okay. So, like, as Joe gets her credits, she's like, "Oh, money! Money! I can buy the world!
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't
I'm
spend it.
rich! I'm rich!" As she's, like, running back and forth along, like, in the center aisle of the bus.
I'll look back in the mirror. Joe, sit down. You're gonna fall and get hurt.
She's tough.
It's okay. If I fall and get hurt, I'll just buy new legs. With
That's
all
not
my
how that
money!
works, Joe. Joe, that's not how it works. You get down this instant.
Okay.
Adele laughs.
And she just, like, sits.
laughs.
Evidently,
No.
the implication of you buying new legs is not good considering where we're heading.
Joe will
What do
hear
you mean by that?
the comment that Joe makes Adele laugh.
Howard just kind of flatly stares at Joe. It's just like, think of where we're heading back to. Trust me, you don't want replacements from him.
Oh. Yeah. If he made replacement legs, I'm sure they would look ugly.
It's alright, Joe. I know a perfect guy back in Sailorton.
He's not getting peg legs.
Wow, that sounds awesome!
No,
But
it's
then
not.
my super peg leg kick could be even more peggy!
Adele looks in the mirror at Ulrich. You know, you said the words, not Phil.
Okay. So, as you guys are driving along in your bus, you take a detour side road, and you start heading to the city of Pumpistry in order to spend all of your gold. You can see, you can see big, huge factory funnels with exhaust going like up into the air, and like as you guys are looking at the sign, Joe's just like, "Huh, I bet this place is really pompous." That's a new word Merlina taught me, by the way. But city of Pumpistry, it's probably really pompous. And like as you guys are entering, you just see like a bunch of pumps everywhere. Like everything uses pump technology.
My lord, this is not only aggravating, but it's assaulting my senses. No, nothing else. Ugh.
Huh.
Oh, you can smell all kinds of fumes.
Yes,
in
I
the
know.
air.
That's
Like
why Alec
your
is not
nose
enjoying this
kind of hurts.
whatsoever.
Your
Just-
nose kind of hurts,
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
Hang on.
Finn's nose hurts too.
We have Hoboken on here, right?
Have what on there?
Do we have Hoboken on here? I forget if we do.
I don't
Hoboken
think
is on the map,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
up in
Demon
different
Hell
part.
Lanes.
Adele looks in the mirror and then looks at it. He's like, my nose is fine. I've been to Hoboken.
I'd rather not ask. Ow.
You really shouldn't.
Oh, can we get like some kind of mask or something? Because I can't stand this.
Is there is there any medical masks in the glove compartment?
No, there are no medical masks in the glove compartments, but
Damn, the virus.
you can see everybody walking around has a medical mask on. So it's safe to assume that you can buy them in the city.
Oh, let's just make this quick. Oh, fuck, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's actually absolutely horrible.
God, I could smell all, like, the steam fumes.
They're not supposed to have a scent, then that makes it even worse.
Do you two just want to stay in the bus while I go get everything? While me and Rai and Joe go get everything for everyone?
No, hold on. As Alec just kind of strips
So-
off his shirt and just kind of creates a makeshift mask out of it. There we go. Ugh.
It should be mentioned that you guys like, I know that you like spent all your money like out of game, but your characters don't know what they want yet. And they also don't know what's available yet.
Fair enough.
So, in order to get your upgrades, you do all need to go.
Okay.
That's why he's taking the makeshift mask out of his own shirt, and he's going to go ahead and be like, until we find masks, this is the best I'm going to have to do. Was that
Okay.
whistle in character?
That whistle was absolutely in character.
Alec just kind of very slowly turns his gaze to
Adele
Rai.
claps.
She's like, excuse me?
Sorry, it slipped out, but damn.
You have to be fair.
It just kind of looks back and forth between the two of you, like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not sure I like it.
Alec's ears just kind of fold back before he very quickly onboards us. Keep going.
Adele laughs as he.
Don't fucking laugh, damn it.
It's funny. Come on.
Get your ass off the bus.
You
You're the one
guys
who
always
raised
make
it.
jokes that I don't understand.
Well, when you're older. And
And what was that,
takes the
Adele?
seat off the bus.
That. Will I be old enough tomorrow?
Rolina, don't you
How old
dare.
are you now?
12, I think.
Tell you what, you got about 1,200 more tomorrows, and I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll start counting.
Right. And what was Adele saying as he's following Arg off the bus?
Is what your what is it, your picture on you have for Discord, like what he normally wears?
Yes.
Is it usually unbuttoned?
It depends. In battles, it does end up getting undone.
Well, Adele will say it was undone anyway, technically.
Oh, just shut the hell up. It's not like a hunter being on full display at this point. Normally I have at least my back covered, now this. Ugh. Naturally, as he
Looking
turns
like
to,
anyone's seeing your back.
Actually, as he turns and you guys actually do see his back, you see right along, like down where his spine would be, you do see kind of some of the cybernetics just peeking out along his spinal cord. Like all along his back. Like kind of juts out and goes back into his skin pretty much.
Okay. All right, so you guys walk up to the shop. Like you walk into this store and you just see weapons everywhere. Okay, like they're just all on the walls. Like some of them are in like the glass counter. Um, but you just see like this huge display of different weapons. You see a jackalopian redhead. She just tilts her head. She's like, "Welcome to the armory. What can I get for you?"
Hmm.
Well, starting off, and Finn will reach into his coat and pull out like this antique-looking like flintlock pistol. Do you have anything better than this?
She kind of looks at it with this expression that says almost anything is better than that, and just kind of like smiles, like, yeah, I think we can find something for you.
And he's got all right because I've got a few, and he just starts taking out about 12 different, almost identical flintlock guns and
Oh
setting them on
lord.
the counter.
Pile of flintlock guns, like gets larger and larger. She just kind of like her eyes go wider and wider. Also, I am gonna let you guys describe the items that you purchase because I don't know what they are yet. Okay, so we will start with Finn. What do you buy?
Uh, so you see, I'm stuck in a point here between getting better flintlock guns or just getting some Glocks.
I mean,
I would suggest guns that
have more ammo
won't
capacity.
misfire in the rain.
I'm sorry, I missed that joke. I had to step away for a second. But
Yeah,
Problem with
wait a
flint
second.
rock the problem with flint lock is that if it's raining or if there's water anywhere, there's a good chance that the flame might go out, and it's just you look like a pirate, and it's just not a very good weapon for a pirate. I know it's very thematic, but
I mean, it's been
in
our
practice,
heritage for many years. I'm not sure why we haven't updated it, but so, okay,
some
what
traditions
would
die
you
hard.
recommend for
They do.
for uh, replacing these heirlooms?
okay. So you can go ahead and describe the guns that she starts pulling out.
Um, so it's more or less a collection of not so much modern handguns, but more or less kind of bridging the gap kind of revolvers. The old-fashioned revolvers with the nice wooden handle and the gunmetal gray.
Do you have 12 of those now?
Yes, does.
Lordy.
Okay. Do you want to describe to everybody what the upgrades are on these things?
The upgrades on these are. Well, actually, let me. Might need to get some help with some license for this, but it is paired weapon and mechanical weapon.
Okay.
And so, how do you recommend I make this mechanical?
That is an excellent question because those don't sound very mechanical. Okay, actually, how about this? So each one of these pistols that you see, you can see like they've got not exactly glass, but some kind of clear glass-like substance, where you can see gears on the inside, like clockwork. And as you fire the gun, like each time the gears like spin rapidly and they just shoot the bullet out really, really quickly.
You could just have it be an automatic revolver.
It's fair. Could just be like, what is it? Like it
Clockwork
fires.
guns now.
Yeah,
You asked me to come up with how to make them
that's
mechanical,
that's
and
fair.
now I have made them mechanical.
So whenever it
All right.
fires, it kind of makes like this clicking noise as the hammer is cocked back ready for the next shot. Automatically on its own.
Without you having to load it. Um,
I mean, it's better than going through the minute-long process of loading a good old flintlock.
yes. Okay. Are you getting any other upgrades?
Yes, but for the Sharkman upgrades, like, I kind of want to visit one of those scam shops to buy like a shark tooth necklace for that.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Let's do Adele next.
All right. Adele is perusing armors. It's like,
Okay, so you do notice that, like, as you're perusing, like, the Jackalopian chick has one of those, like, that's a hunk of man kind of smirks on her face.
Hunk of man, monk, and shirtless werewolf in her shop. She's probably ecstatic.
she's probably
She
right.
is
No
looking like she's enjoying life right now, that's for sure.
Miss,
Yeah?
you wouldn't happen to have anything that's not sort of form fitting.
Oh, I have some form-fitting stuff.
Adele just stares. She's like, okay.
I was just like, fuck, 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 fuck.
He doesn't know what to do. He's like, is this flirting or?
It's like that one meme with the butterfly. Is this flirting?
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and describe the stuff that you buy? Like, describe what it looks like and describe the upgrades.
All right. It's accessory armor. It's it. You know how some like monk attire is more just like a vest over top of the skin, and then like maybe wrappings across the arms and legs going down. So
So
what I imagine is that because she's enjoying the sight so much, she's like, okay, what kind of like semi skimpy armor can I say is like, oh, this is very good. So just imagining the slight bit the vest over top has some nice accents of I guess blue and maybe some gold. Then we have greaves that have like like the long Chinese dragons across them, leading to the fists.
okay, and is that all that Adele is getting?
Yeah, that's it. I just wanted armor, less and greaves. So the upgrades on the greaves that I have is fierce weapon and greater weapon. And I got the two legendary things for the armor itself to make it +7 for me, and I got the greater weapon legendary to add more, bite.
Yeah, nice. All right. So she's just like, how does it fit?
Fits perfectly. And you can see every muscle just kind of like twisting against everything.
And so she's just like, and then, okay, so as Adele kind of goes on his way, she turns her gaze over to Ulrich, and what can I get for you?
Zark is just kind of frozen in his place for a moment. Well, I guess. Would you happen to have any, like, decent armor for me? I kind of prefer it up close and personal, so. I'd rather not be able to get too wrecked, personally. I know how that
Decent
sounds, but
armor.
trust me, it's not.
Oh, by the way, she looks back over at Adele. She's like, can you smile for the camera? We'd like to take pictures of every happy customer that leaves here.
Wait a second.
Adele looks back like and tilts his head just like and shrugs. Sure, why not?
There are
He
gears to
gives
All
his
right.
a
face
very
head.
charming smile and a thumbs up with wigs out.
All right.
Wait a fucking minute.
So she snaps a picture of Adele. All right. So, Ulrich, why don't you go ahead and describe what you are buying?
Okay, so what Alric is getting is he's basically getting some reinforced, like some of the metallic cloth, like light armor. Pretty much, like it's nothing like major. It's like mostly just pretty much torso stuff. It's nothing too like. Unlike Adele, who are his is form fitting. It's just kind of more or less. It's just like an armored like tunic, vest, whatever the hell you want to call it. That just leaves his arms in the open and such. But other than that, it's just basically sort of the metallic cloth like woven together.
Like the jackalopian kind of like does this bit of a pout that she didn't get something skimpier, and she pulls out her camera. Though she seems like she's kind of like fanning herself a little bit. Snaps a picture of Ulrich. Will there be anything else for you, hon?
Yes, actually, two more things. I need something to give me a bit more oomph, if you know what I mean, to my powers. And my, well, he kind of flashes his beast claws as they uh, kind of come out just for show. The metallic sheen that's usually on them when he has the iron claw active. You think that can give me the extra kick?
I think we got something. Why don't you go ahead and describe what else you purchase?
Okay, so these two items are going to be kind of weird, but the first one it is Fierce Weapon to help boost his Beast Claws, which basically it's these hand guards that kind of latch at his wrist and forearm that they extend out to cover his hand except for the tips where they just kind of jut out into iron, like jagged iron claws, pretty much, to give his claws a bit more grip, to say the least. A bit more ripping and tearing.
Okay.
And he also gets something that's a little more simple, but it actually does help bolster him a little bit. I gotta scroll down and make sure I'm reading this correctly. He gets it's like a little woven enchanted band, which is a force item. That basically he went and he took the Warclaw clan charm from Tryon's necklace and he basically added that to the bracelet to make it a bit more complete.
Okay, nice touch. Okay. Anything else that Ulrich is picking up?
Nope, that's about it.
Okay, and then I guess we've got Rye is last up. Sorry, Dan, I didn't do that on purpose. um,
Oh,
okay.
I finally found them. God, I was trying to find pants. Adele usually wears for pants. I found them.
The way
Alright,
you
so
said that without context before it just sounded weird.
The internet
I
finally
finally
got
found
lost before the
pants!
picture?
I finally found.
That's weird.
Hey then.
alright, Rye, you're up. What can I get a fellow jackalopian like you? You notice like she's eyeing you with the same gaze. Like the only person she hasn't given this look to so far has been Finn.
Wow, racist.
I
Damn.
mean, Finn's a werewolf and you're a werewolf, so it's not racism.
Fucking racist.
I bet if she saw
storks.
Sharkman, she'd just swoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if she saw
Probably.
Sharkman, it'd be a different story.
Probably she'd go unconscious from a nosebleed. Okay. All right. What can I get
So
for a fellow Jackalopian?
after some extensive polite flirting about acting like he doesn't really know,
Okay.
eventually settles on just some armor upgrades. Pulls out the specific pulls out Volusia's armor and says basically he wants it made of the same kind of material.
Oh, that neckline's it's a bit too wide for you, honey.
That's why he needs it altered. Because evidently he does not need to be showing that much chest.
Says
his
you, but
I mean,
I
unless
think
you
I can do something. So, she calls back and she's just like, "Hey, Spids!" And you see, you're guessing this guy is probably a chimera, but he comes out. You see this spider guy. He's got 6 arms, and he looks like
Alec
he's
is
like
just kind of
reading
Alec takes a
things.
couple steps back in shock, just like, what the fuck?
Huh.
He
Wow.
looks at you with 8 eyes. His like teeth are just, and he's just like, yeah.
Mm,
Dell's like,
See what you can do with this. Make it to fit. Make it to fit the bunny over here. It's like, you got it, boss. And just kind of like goes into the back, and like you see him, like he's just like working on his loom. He's like just using all 6 of his arms and just like re-cutting and re-sewing this thing really, really quickly. That'll be a reduced rate. I'll only charge you, let's say, half.
That's a hell of a deal.
For a fellow Jackalopian, aren't many around here.
Fair enough.
but there aren't many of your friends back there either.
Oh, what, him? Yeah, he's one of them escaped science experiments.
Really?
Spid, who was it that you said you escaped from? Oh yeah, real piece of work. Guy by the name of what was it? It was like came out of a novel, like Frankenstein. What was his first name again? Started with a V, I think.
Alec's
that's
eyes
Dell
narrow.
screaming.
Yeah, Alec's eyes narrow. She's like, Victor.
Yeah, that's the guy. He did a number on me. Took me years
There's
to
an audible
recover.
growl from Alaric.
You okay there, buddy?
Ulrich.
I'm waiting outside.
All right.
He basically just storms out of the shop.
Wait! Don't go. You gotta see what I buy. Oh, fine. And she walks up to the counter. The Jackalopian looks down at her. Is like, "Oh, hi, cutie. What do you want to buy?" Joe just slaps down her credit card with like all the credits on it, and she's just like, "Everything."
Everything.
Adele,
But
please
first,
do that,
what do you
Harry.
do with this?
Adele walks over like, Joe, how about we pick a few things instead of buying everything? We want to get things that actually fit you, don't we?
You can do the most important stuff first, I guess. But I'm walking out with all this store. And she like pulls out, but first she pulls out Vendetta's cloak, slaps it on the table. Like, is there anything that you can do with this to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, heroic? So, by the time you guys get done there, like I haven't decided all of what Joe is gonna buy yet. But you do see her walk out with this cape that just kind of like flows behind her like ethereally. Like it looks like she's always got wind blowing on her, but it's
Oh
just like this
God,
red cape.
He has a cloak of billowing.
Oh, nice.
I was thinking the cloak that Doctor Strange has. I can't think of the name of right now.
The sassy cloak.
Rye. What is Rye doing?
Well, just as the as the spider guy comes in and out of the room, Rai is just appreciating the view and
Cloak of
thinking
levitation.
about
That's what I was thinking of.
thinking about how those arms could be put to use.
Hey, killer.
So Jackalobian chick notices you looking. She just kind of winks at you. She's like, "Trust me, honey. He's really good with his hands." And
Oh hi.
yeah.
Thank goodness
Oh.
Ark is not in there anymore at this
Okay.
point.
From there, you guys. Oh, that's what Adele's pants look like. Okay. So from there, you guys are done at the store. You walk out with everything, except we still need to go get Finn's anchor upgraded. So
Well, they seemed nice.
you guys walk.
I agree.
Yeah, I imagine as they all
That's a
step out, Alec
nice
is
lady.
Alec is just kind of sitting, probably nearby, just quietly steaming, his head low.
All
Why
right.
do you look so down?
Just that fucking bastard.
You
There's a
know.
lot of other things I'd rather done to him instead of taking that deal, but
Well, that's kind of part. That's part of the reason why we're, as he cracks his knuckles and Justice grieves. It's like,
The bright side, that spider guy got a bunch more arms, and well, you got some cool robot powers, so it's not all bad.
if you say so, Joe. As Alec just kind of climbs to his feet, where to next?
Adele looks at Finn.
I mean, like, while we're here, we might as well just, like, buy, like, a souvenir or something.
Souvenir.
Okay.
Look, I've never been to a city before.
So,
We don't have much time though, so let's hurry.
so you guys wander off. You find yourself at a pirate store. Like the entire store, it looks like a treasure chest, and the label on the top is the booty. And you walk in, and it's just like this pirate themed accessory store.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? My brother barged in.
Oh, okay. All right. So, the store is shaped like a treasure chest. Okay, and the sign on the store reads "The Booty." And you walk in. You can see, like a piratey looking store clerk. Just like a husky gentleman with like a long red beard.
This brings me
His
back.
his name tag literally reads Captain Redbeard. Um, he's
Yeah,
like,
that looks like a
well,
sticky beard.
it's not Sticky Beard.
Damn it!
Um,
Oh,
welcome to the booty. What can I be getting for ya?
Oh god, that name.
Oh, I'm just taking it in for a second. You know, as Finn's just walking around until his eyes kind of come towards like a certain charm that's sitting like they have those glass counters with all like the fancy stuff on it or inside of it, like a jewelry counter. And in it is just this it's like a sand dollar, but in it there's just a where you normally have that like flower like pattern, there's a shark tooth pressed into it.
Oh, that's a good choice there.
I. How, you, you know what? Don't even tell me how much. I'm taking it.
Oh, that's a heck of a way to
You're my
spend.
kind of customer. Um, Rings you up. You want to describe what that does?
So that, while acting as a accessory conduit item and power item to add +1 to Dex, is also, because, you know, Sharkman's anchor just kind of comes out of nowhere, also serves as functioning for his anchor upgrade, which is now a two-handed anchor with a chain attached to it.
Well then.
Well then, indeed.
All right. So, you guys walk out of the shop. Anything else you want to do in the shop before you take off?
No.
Okay. So you guys walk out of the shop. Like anything else you want to do in the city of Pumpistry before you guys leave?
Actually, as I'm looking through the items, there's one more thing I want to try and get. But this is going to be kind of weird how to find this, because this is kind of a weird one.
Describe it to me.
It's the overcharge item.
Overcharge item? Oh, the armory would have that.
Ailey, I just noticed what you put into the Hotblood thing.
Yeah.
I
It
appreciate
took you a moment.
I love it. I love it so much.
It took you how long to notice that?
I'm sorry I just got here, okay? I'm looking through.
But yeah, alright. I imagine Org as they're exiting out of the power shop is just like, can you guys meet me at the bus? I gotta go thing quick. If you don't mind.
Alright, just, don't take too long with her. Finn says as he starts going back towards the bus.
I'm not gonna do anything with her! Damn it! And he just kind of huffs off.
You mind if I tag along?
Sure, I guess. Whatever.
Okay, so the store bell rings as you guys both re-enter into the armory. The Jackalopian leans over and she's just like, back already? Forget something?
Yeah, actually, it's... This is going to be kind of weird to ask, but it's... I know there's a certain ability that I have that I'm trying to figure out a way to bolster up, get a bit more spirit into my attacks, but I wasn't sure if you might have had anything that I didn't get the chance to look around before I charged out like I did.
Puts a finger up to her lip as she's thinking, No, I think I might have just the thing. It might be a little bit involved, though.
Involved?
Yeah, it might. You're saying something that will bolster your abilities. What about an item that can like? I couldn't help but notice that you've received some upgrades to yourself. What about an item that could draw from that?
I mean, as much as I'm not fond of these upgrades, sure. I suppose might as well
Be
just
fond
it.
of them. She kind of punches you lightly in the arm. Those upgrades are badass. Like,
Well, we keep telling her.
So she stretches and she's like, I'll get to work on it right now, and gives you a wink. So she's gonna spend an hour or so working on that. Go ahead and could you describe to us the item that you're getting and the upgrades that are involved in that?
Okay, so this item, since it is a bit more involved, I suppose it's going to more or less be as weird as it's going to be to say this, but this is the only way I can think of this actually being able to tap into his cybernetics. Is it's pretty much like a collar, pretty much with all the cybernetics and such in it. It's got like surface cybernetics along the inside of the collar to sort of draw from his cybernetic upgrades that he got on Victor's behalf. And that is basically what is going to be the overcharge item. And along the outside of the collar would be various symbols and such that are related to his werewolf clan.
All right, here you go. I dolled it up the way that you wanted.
Thank you very much. And basically what this does is an overcharge item. So it's level 2, so I can use it up to 5 times, add +2 to certain little spell attacks and the like. Which helps immensely, considering one of my things is that fucking spine cannon.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be it for me.
Well, I wouldn't give for a little extra luck, I guess.
Oh, who knows? You might find it.
You want some luck? Well, we do make lucky items. See, sometimes just before a jackalopian passes away, they donate their antlers. We grind that up and we make it into a special type of lucky material. Would you be interested?
Don't think I have the capital for that.
Not yet.
Well, you can always come back next time.
Wouldn't mind returning here. It's a pretty nice place, after all.
Yeah, she gives you a wink. I wouldn't mind that either.
Well, perhaps after we take care of our current business.
Yeah.
Current business?
Yeah, we have an appointment to get to, and let's just say it's probably going to be the last one this bastard has.
You hear a crash from the back. You see 3 arms whip the curtain away. Did I hear you right? Are you going after? You're going after that bastard?
Yes.
We're making one last appointment.
Ah, hell yeah! He disappears back into the back room. Comes out. You see, he's got this belt of grenades across his chest, and he's got 2 machine guns. He's got 2 machetes. He's got 2 more guns at the. Well, no, actually, he's got his last arm. He's got one that's holding a shield, another is holding this decked out mechanical spear. He's
Jesus.
He's got his cigar. He's just I've been waiting for this day. Don't get me wrong. I love these arms, but I ain't too fond of the way I got them. And if I hadn't escaped from that bastard, I don't know what he would have had me doing.
Well, trust me, it's not good.
Well,
which is why I'm gonna help you kill him.
Come along then.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Just, I really hope it only costs that bastard's life and not someone else's. He kind of glances at the bracelet with the charm hanging from it. I really hope not.
Well, Jackie, I'm taking the rest of the day off. See you in a bit. He walks out, and as you guys are leaving, she screams she's like, "This is coming out of your vacation time." And yeah,
honestly, I think it'll be worth it to him. Alric says as he kind of follows Spider out.
See you around. He leaves the
Okay.
Who the fuck is
So-
this guy?
Spider guy? You weren't paying attention?
No,
This is Spid.
No, upon coming back.
Oh, okay.
I may have let slip what we were doing, and he wants to come along.
He has a bone to pick.
One of his arms is now holding a cigar, which he's puffing. And, he's got his badass sunglasses on.
Yeah, he's got a bone to pick with Victor, just like we do.
Yeah, come here. Let me take a look at you.
Oh God.
Please don't touch one of the grenades. We don't want you blowing up.
Didn't we say not to take too long with her? You were gone for an hour and a half.
We were not. You shut your mouth.
I would have.
Yeah, actually you were. Like, Joe holds up her watch that she just bought from the store. I've got a timer on it.
Did you set it right?
She hasn't wound up yet.
I think so.
It says midnight when it should say 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're a couple hours behind there, honey.
I use the timer function, not the other part of the clock.
And out of character, Cody did declare it took her about an hour to build the collar.
All right.
Okay.
So with travel time, that would be about an hour and a half.
Oh, sorry, but I just need to get one more thing taken care of. As he kind of motions to the collar.
Haven't we been taking those off people?
Joe kind of
Well-
looks at it a little bit like her face looks weird. She's like, "What? Why would you put something like that on?"
Because at this point, Joe, not only does it keep it in the way of him in case he tries to slap one of those fuckers on me, but it does something that his doesn't quite do. Where his inhibits control over the ones wearing it. Mine, oh, he just kind of holds up one of his hands as his starts sparking, gives me a bit more to my attacks. He's not going to be able to keep me off his time.
I still don't like it. It just
Personally, I'm not a big
seems.
fan of it either, but I have to work with it.
Okay.
Seems like a cat and box problem.
We better get moving,
If
Adele says as he climbs onto the bus.
we're
Yeah.
gonna make good
Oh,
on
we
our
don't need to
promise.
worry that much. That's like the best part. See, Victor's coming to us.
Wait,
As
What?
Joe points over. So you guys see Victor's ship. Okay. And, like this thing's hovering over the ground. And, it appears to be moving slowly, but I mean, like, it's a giant freaking ship. So, it is steadily moving towards town.
What the fuck is he doing? He was supposed to stay in place until we got back.
we
I
still
don't
have a
know.
day.
I guess he must have changed his mind or something.
Well, I'm
still
not
had a
fucking
day.
surprised. Yeah,
A
it's pretty
day.
safe. I'm not fucking surprised.
And we never told him we were going here.
No, we
So
didn't. So
why
how
is
the
he
fuck
doing
did
it?
he... Wait a minute. He kind of glances at the charm. He didn't.
You do see, like it looks like as you're analyzing it, you can kind of sense some circuitry on the inside of it.
Fuck. He knew where we were the entire fucking time.
You fucking bugged us. Alright.
Well, in that case, I guess he knows what the hell we're planning. No need to be sentimental or nice then. We're getting the fuck in there.
I think we should hurry.
We
Yeah.
should.
Let's move then. Come on, Spider Boy! Seems our appointment made to us.
Let's blow shit up! Woo!
Damn right.
Oh, the Spider Boy runs onto the bus. You guys all hop in, and you take off. You drive towards the ship. As you approach the ship, you see a bunch of drones just coming out, like, and they all come down, and you see them. Kind of connect to one another, and they all shoot out this simultaneous beam where they create like this arch, and they create like a Rick and Morty portal almost, but shaped like a door instead of like just a full on circle. And it's big enough for two people to walk through at a time, but not quite big enough for the bus.
Oh,
Well then, let's go up and face this fucker once for all.
We might be able to get this bus back intact.
hell,
Maybe
you're right.
let's not make any promises. Come on, let's move.
It
I don't know.
will be
I kind of
lining
want to
up for
bring the
that
bus
portal.
with me. I want to chuck it at him.
Does it look like you can fit that bus in there?
I can try, damn it.
I think it's intentionally too small for the bus to fit.
Ugh.
Come on.
Oh, he is smart.
Finn's getting out and heading for the portal.
He's not that smart. I know that for a fact. Come on.
Let's
But you
go.
taking Volusia?
Yep.
Yes.
Carrying her.
I'll toss her over his shoulder.
Oh, I was going to.
What's Finn's strength?
7.
I was gonna say you might want to trust Adele with her.
That is fair.
Even Rai is stronger than that.
I mean, 7's still
When the
strong.
buddy boy's stronger than
Still
the
really
pirate.
strong. Like anybody who's got a strength of at least 2 could probably carry a human body around fairly easily. Just because the myth universe is so exaggerated. But yeah.
Hey, girl.
So Finn, as you're carrying, as you've got her like lobbed over your shoulder, you feel her stirring, and she's just like, "What? What's going on?" As she stirs and looks up, and she's like, "Where you go?"
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out there.
Oh, okay.
Like right at the perfect time, you cut out there.
Okay. All right. So Volusia's just like she looks around, and to Finn, she's like, "What are you doing?"
What do you mean, what are we doing?
So she looks up, sees Victor's ship for the first time, and it's kind of not really possible for her to go paler, but you do see like her red eyes lose color, and she's just like, "No, no, you wouldn't."
We would, and we are.
Give me one
Okay, so
ship.
she just starts like screaming and kicking, but she's so injured that she can't really put up much of a fight. And she's like, "No! No! You guys are monsters! You're worse than any edgelord in the world! You're going to give me to him? You're gonna give me to him?"
Just play along.
Yeah, I was about to say, just play along and keep your fucking head low.
Yeah, we may have to.
So you can see like her face is just tear streaks. She's like, "Play along?"
Yes, play along. We're not exactly trying to play to this man's game anymore.
Especially considering the shit he just pulled. I'm about done fucking around with him at this point.
But
So
if you'd like to fight us again, we can leave you there.
yeah,
Okay, so she's kind of like semi hyperventilating, but she looks like she's trying to calm down at this point. As you guys enter through the portal, and you guys are taken directly into the throne room. Victor is sitting there on his throne. You can see the alpha behind him is just curled up like a dog, except like a 32-foot long dog behind his throne, seemingly asleep, but you can see like an ear twitch as you guys come in. And Victor just smirks at you guys. He's like, "Not her. Good job."
I mean, it wasn't that difficult, to be honest.
Still, I give compliments where compliments are due. Our deal is still in place, even with your plans. I don't go back on my word. Leave her here, and I will let the rabbits and the wolves go with an antidote tomorrow, 24 hours from now, as we agreed.
Hmm.
All things considered,
Snaps his
Victor.
fingers. So Victor snaps his fingers, and a pair of drones comes in and starts to lift Volusia off of Finn's shoulders.
Finn is holding on. Andre.
All things considered, Victor, there's one little thing that you kind of neglected to mention.
And what is that?
Why the fuck did you bug us?
He shrugs. I wasn't sure that you could get back in time, so I flew out to meet you. This location works out perfectly anyway, so.
What exactly does that mean?
It means I'm setting up for my experiment.
Experiment? What the hell are you exactly planning to do with her?
Doesn't really concern you, but kill her most likely.
See,
Hmm.
So Volusia kind of like looks at you guys with pleading in her eyes.
see, you're not getting a hand on her until the wolves and the rabbits are out of here.
We're not really in a position to negotiate. We already made a deal. The rabbits and the wolves will leave 24 hours from now. If it makes you feel any better, they will all be alive before they leave here.
You just really don't seem to get it, do you, Victor?
No, I certainly don't. I offered you exactly what you wanted. Why are you fighting the deal that you've already made? You feel some sentiment for her? She was going to kill you.
Well, it's certainly one thing when a member of the Edge 8 considers you a bigger monster than they are.
To be fair, we were gonna
He
kill her
shrugs
too.
his shoulder. I say that again?
And to be fair, we were gonna kill her too. Originally.
Okay, so like Volusia like just scowls at you. You shouldn't have any problems with turning her over to me.
See, I don't believe you in the slightest.
Have I ever lied to you?
I don't know.
Then why would you have a reason to disbelieve me?
Can you try looking the fuck around you for a couple minutes? Seeing all this shit you've built up, all the harm you caused, and then can you ask me that fucking stupid question again?
I'm growing weary of this game. My patience is nearly at its end. Either give me the woman, and I will uphold my end of the bargain, or I will take her by force and you will get nothing.
Hmm.
Okay, this is going to be very odd how I'm about to do this, but I'm going to ask you this, Cody, just to make sure I can do this quick. Because there's two passive actions I want to do. One, Alec probably would have done before entering into the room, and the other one, he's going to make sure it's good that I
Hey
can do.
Haley, I don't know about for everybody else, but for me, you're really breaking up. So
How
I
are you,
didn't
sir?
hear about
Come on,
half of
you.
what you just said.
Comcast quit fucking up.
Heard that clearly.
Of course you did, because I'm cursing Comcast.
It only works whenever you don't like it.
Pretty much, but there's two things I want to do. They're both passive actions, technically. One Alec would have done before stepping through the door, and the other one he probably would be right back.
Okay, what's the first one?
The first one is the Wolf Strength spell.
Okay.
He's swapping around his intelligence with the one for his wolf.
Okay.
And the second thing, because this is one of the genes I picked up for him, because in his humanoid form he only has one other gene right now, so I could pick this up. I gave him Psychic gene, and he's going to use
Ooh.
Mind Reader. He wants to be sure that this fucker is actually being truthful.
Okay. All right, go ahead and actually. I need a refresher on my own spell. What level is
it's intelligence versus
what level is Mind
intelligence,
Reader at?
and
Yeah, I figured that. Let me. What level is it at?
I believe I put it at level 2.
Do you have the description copy pasted in your character sheet? If you do, could you just read it for us so I don't have to look it up?
Okay, let me just make sure I have it all, because this is going to be the passive action one. So, select a target that's up to 60 feet away from you and make a success roll against them using your intelligence against their intelligence. If you succeed, you're able to read their thoughts for as long as you maintain the spell. Target is not aware that you're reading their thoughts, but they will make a success roll using their intelligence against your intelligence every upkeep. If you ever fail a success challenge roll associated with the spell, you will be unable to read the character's thoughts for the turn, and that character will be aware that you are trying to do so. After your character is aware that you are trying to read their thoughts, they will get +3 to all successes and challenge rolls with resisting this spell. Out of combat, it lasts for about a minute.
Okay.
And I get to, additionally, I add +1, or if he succeeds and he actually sees through, he gets a +1 success and challenge spell.
Okay. Go ahead and make your intelligence roll. See for Victor, what do you got? Okay.
Damn. It's tough, but do I dare? Do I dare?
Up to you.
So Victor kind of frowns at you. Like you see him frowning, and he's just like, "I thought that ability would never awaken in you." Doesn't matter. If you want to read my thoughts, go ahead. And he's going to allow you to make another roll, and you're just going to auto pass this one.
Okay, so it's just I automatically read, or do I still have to roll?
You just automatically read.
Okay.
So, all right. So you can feel that because he's aware of your mind reading, like you can sense that there are some things that he is hiding. But you can also sense, like he's, like the things that he's hiding is like he's not showing you what he intends to do with Volusia. Like that's hidden. However, he is completely and 100% honest about releasing the wolves and the bunnies. He not only intends to release them after the 24-hour period, but he also intends to cure them of the condition that he caused with that brain manipulating serum. The only reason why he wants to keep them for the 24-hour period is because he wants guard dogs for while his experiment is in progress.
He just kind of quietly huffs, and she's like, "Well, surprise. You actually are speaking the truth."
Good. Now that that's settled, the drones start yanking at Volusia again. Finn, are you gonna let her go?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm still gonna need some convincing.
Okay, so Victor scowls at you. He's like, "What else could I possibly say in order for you to give me my subject?"
What are you gonna do with her?
Told you, I am probably going to kill her.
You said probably.
Probably.
And if you don't?
Well, then she survived the experiment, didn't she?
Yes, and if you just wanted her dead, why don't you tell us to kill her? What are you gonna do with her?
Don't want her dead in particular. She didn't do anything to me. I'm not getting revenge on her. I just need her. I need her for her abilities. That's all.
You mean her vampiric ones, or is there something else that's going on in there? Because she's definitely not a normal vampire. I know that for a damn
Oh, she
fact.
is definitely a normal vampire. Most vampires are capable of what she is. She's just particularly high of a high level in the type of spell school that I'm looking for. She's a mortomancer. She specializes in drinking and absorbing life. And I need that.
Wait a second.
And I need someone who's capable of generating that at a fairly high level of power.
Why the hell would you need that kind of power?
Something tells me it has to do with the city below us.
How would you think that?
Well, if she survives the experiment, something tells me you want to get all that life down there. For what?
Okay,
For himself.
so kind of regards you coolly, like, no matter what my experiment is designed to do, it is none of your concern now.
Hmm.
Now, you can give her to me freely, a bargain, or I can kill you all and take her anyway, and keep the wolves and bunnies. Play this game with you anymore. He kind of stands up, like walk towards you guys, like, I would prefer not to shed more blood than is necessary. But that's out of practicality, not morality.
I suppose you would know what morality is at this point. I don't know who the
I'm
hell
not a
fucked you up
good
so
man, but I
badly.
am an honest one.
Well, I don't know who the hell fucked you up so badly in the past, but wherever the hell you were once, you're clearly not that anymore.
Adele regards the
And
man.
so he just kind of scowls at Ulrich, like from that. Well, no, not scowls. Scowls not the right word. Like you can notice like a slight tightening in his eyes, and he's just and like then he just kind of shrugs, and he's just like,
Hmm.
no, I am not the man that I used to be.
I wonder whose corpse you're bringing back. Adele states.
Okay, so at that, um, Victor's eyes widen, and you see him lose his composure for a moment as he looks over at Adele. Then he quickly kind of tries to mask his surprise And he's just like,
Oh. Oh, so that's it.
Can't you already fucking bring people back from the dead?
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
come with me. He snaps his fingers, and you see the drones arrange themselves to create another one of those archways, and Victor walks through the portal.
Alric follows.
Adele,
Everybody else coming too?
with a smug smirk, walks through the portal.
Finn seems very reluctant, but follows.
I say now, Zach, thank you very much.
What would you need all that life for?
So, you got me. Okay.
Whose corpse? I wonder whose corpse you're bringing back.
Oh my god, Zach, your insight is beautiful.
I know exactly
Okay.
what's happening here. I'm well aware of
Okay.
what Dr. Frankenstein did.
So, is everybody else following? Is everybody
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
gone? Okay. All right. So, the spider, and Joe are there with you guys too. So you guys are walking down the glowing green hallways of floor 7.
Accurate.
This was the forbidden floor. if I
You
recall.
walk to the nucleus of that floor. At the center of it, you can see it's like there's this column, like this pillar. And then kind of like coming out of the pillar, like at a diagonal, it looks like there is a mount with like all of these tubes and needles that look like they're designed to plug into a body. There are other like tubes and stuff, and kind of like what looks like something that is supposed to connect to a spine, something that's supposed to clamp around a head. You get the idea that this is where Volusia would be mounted. And then like the column itself, you can see inside of it there is a window, and there is like this green, you can't tell if it's like a liquid or like a mist, but there's some kind of green glowing energy in there, and you see a little girl in there, probably about the age of 9, and she's just got her eyes closed, and she's got this dress on like with ruffles on it, and she's just floating distilled in there. And Victor walks up to it, touches the glass in front of the little girl, and he's just like, that I am the most human out of any individual you have ever met. Humans are simple. They're easy to understand when you break down our nature and drives. After all, what father wouldn't burn the entire world to save his only daughter?
Hmm.
I'm asking you, please, give me Volusia. She is evil.
May I?
Perhaps not as evil as I am. My daughter deserves to live more than she does.
May I? May I ask you something, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
What do you think she's going to think when she comes out of that and she sees, I don't know, a city of corpses below and a harm above? Is she going to see you as a monster?
Probably. That doesn't matter. Just want her to live.
You say you're the most human of all us, correct?
Yes.
then and you obviously have a drive to protect and gain back what you lost. But that's not exactly every bit of human nature now, is it?
No. What are you getting at?
I don't think you're human at all. Because if you're going to use this,
Not human at all.
You're subbing
yes,
Tell
yourself.
me. Tell me. If you had a choice between the life of your family member or the life of a stranger, which one would you choose?
it wouldn't matter.
People die.
Why wouldn't it matter?
People die, people pass
Uh,
on,
People die
we
and
move
move
on.
on.
People don't have to die.
You say that.
Not when
Is that
when
what
you
drugs
have
are?
the power to bring them back.
But
Unfortunate truth
but will she
is
really be the person she was when she, or will there be someone else there? Is her
she will be
consciousness
my daughter, and that is all that matters.
inevitably you'll see the memories of your past daughter in that, and she won't be acting the same now, will she? You
Doesn't
theorize.
matter.
I know you have. I know you've thought about this. She may not be the sweet little girl. Call. Maybe she'll be a rabid monster trying to murder you. And what will you have to do? Will you cage her, chain her more?
Zach, you're breaking up.
Oh, fuck, really? Ah, damn.
The internet doesn't like us tonight.
So, where was my last point?
Pretty much like the last sentence was every other word.
Okay. And what will you, I know you thought about this. She could come out as a feral monster and attack you on sight. And what would you do then? Would you chain her? Would you harm her more and keep her locked up, trying to figure a way to bring back any semblance of humanity where there might not even be a chance to retrieve any?
Yes. I would do anything for my little girl. I will not fail her again.
Then let me simplify this for you. And Finn will kind of look back towards the others and kind of try and hand over Volusia to somebody more willing to take her.
I'll take her.
He's going to hand off Volusia. We're not giving you anything.
Oh?
You heard me. This is where it ends.
Igor.
Oh, say that one more time.
So, like,
All I
as
got was
he
Igor out of that.
yeah, no, that was all he said.
Oh, that was the whole. Oh shit.
Like, yeah. So, like, as he says this, there's like an explosion from underneath of you. Like, this massive hand reaches up, like, out of the floor. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up a character sheet. Okay. There you are. All right, Finn. There is a melee power attack coming at you.
I will be trying to dodge.
Okay.
I guess we're fighting Victor and Igor then.
Oh crap. Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
That's a
Dang it.
mighty powerful attack
All right.
bonus.
We are.
Woo!
Okay, so I am going to pop one of Victor's fate counters, just for fairness, so that you guys know that I'm not like pulling these out of my ass like constantly. He's got 3.
All right.
So okay, so I pop one of Victor's fate counters. So as you slide through Igor's fingers, and you think that you are about to get away, Victor just appears behind you, like where you're jumping to, and grabs Volusia by the back of her neck. And he's just like, I think it's time for you all to leave. And the drones surround him, and they start to link around you guys, and you get the impression that they're about to form a portal. So
Oh, hell no.
let's get everybody's speeds.
7.
6.
17.
Well, good for you, Haley.
7.
Oh, I got an idea.
And 6.
I got an idea.
You said Ulrich was 17.
17.
Jeez, like how did you do that? Okay,
It's
all right.
I pumped when I first built him. I put quite a bit into speed, so I was almost at the stat cap. And each time since, it's just been like, let's push the stat cap a little bit more and see how far we can go with this.
All right, how did you get 2 points into your stat cap? Like what stats are you using to stat break it?
I know one of them I did the speed enhancement, and the other one I'm trying to think.
Okay. All right. It doesn't matter. I'll believe you for now. Dan, what's your speed?
9.
Okay. Okay, the drones are going to operate off of Victor's speed, who has a 12. All right, Ulrich. Oh, wait. Actually, let me reorder these. All right.
Hopefully I might be at 16. I probably just
Yeah.
forgot about that stat cap. Because I know his wolf form gets additional 1.
Okay.
So
That
let me
might
pop
have
that
been
back
what
down.
happened.
That might be what happened. So I'll pop that down to 16 just to make it fair.
Doesn't
Because that
matter.
probably
Like
would be a stat cap.
you're still the fastest.
Pretty much.
So, turn order is going to be Ulrich, Victor, Rye, Adele, and Finn. Finn's taking up the caboose.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so these things are all around us.
Yes.
I got an idea. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be stupid. But I'm going to do it.
I have a bad feeling
Okay.
about
Well, I mean, it's probably going to say we're buds if it works, because all I have to do is destroy maybe half of it in order to stop this. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, somebody got music? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead.
Music.
Special action, I'm going to go ahead and blow 6 myths to go into that overcharge. So I get +2 to this next hit. Let me go ahead and take that out of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Cyclone Attack with my Beast Claw on all these little fucking drones. Because fuck y'all!
Do you have armor piercing on?
I can do that with the Iron Claws, can't I? Yeah. So, shrink with that. Okay, so yes, going to be Spirit Attack, the Iron Claws, because that's passive, and then my Cyclone, which works. Okay, so this is going to be 22 to hit with this stuff. Lovely.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not good, but it's not bad.
All right. So there are 6 drones to hit.
Okay, so that's one hit.
It's one dodge.
Another hit.
That's another hit. That's another
That's a
hit.
hit.
You've already hit 3 out of the 6. 2 more. That's a dodge. That's a dodge. All right.
I got 3, so.
So you take out half of them. You just shred half of them, and yeah. So Victor's turn. The droids don't do anything. However, finishing its way of like exploding through the floor, you see this hulking, hunched back figure that looks like he's been made out of the same kind of cybernetics that have been used on Ulrich and Rye. So yeah, imagine like the classic Igor, but just huge and terrifying. And like each one of his arms is just like massive. He's got like unusually muscular arms and unusually big hands. Okay. So Victor, all right, so he's going to spend his turn. Actually, you know what he's going to do? All right, so you see him like look back and forth between his daughter. He looks up at the contraption to stick Volusia in. Looks at you guys. Kind of seems like he's making the mental calculations, and he's just like, "Shit." And you see his arm vibrate and his hand vibrate, and it seems like Volusia kind of vibrates at the same frequency, and he just drops her through the floor. And she just kind of like ghosts through it.
Oh, no, you don't, you son of a bitch.
And then that is going to be his turn. Rye, you're up.
I know exactly.
I'm gonna go after Volusia. I'm gonna cast Ghost.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop through the floor to go get her.
He ain't afraid of no ghosts, because he's one.
Have fun with that. I have a target.
Yeah,
Okay,
you do.
so
you deal with that.
You fly down through the layers, through the floor, and you drop onto the next level, and you see Volusia just kind of plops down. The floor underneath of you. It's got a lot of bridges, kind of like the floor that you guys came through. Only like there aren't like different rooms. Like there's just a bunch of machinery around you, and it just kind of looks like this is an area where workers come to maintain the machines that keep this place afloat.
Okay.
So you use up your movement action. What else do you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna make sure that Volusia's all right,
Untie her.
because that was a decent drop.
She doesn't look so good. Like she's alive, but you know, it looks like she's coughed up some blood. Looks like she's got some bruising from the landing. How are you going to tend to her?
Have anything? Basic first aid.
All right. So,
Unless I happen to have one of those healing syringes, didn't you?
well, you didn't purchase any.
I mean, from what that we got from Victor, because we were drinking spring water instead.
Yeah.
Do you guys get healing syringes?
Yeah,
Yes.
as a victory hand to us that we could recover from everything that happened while we were on our way to Volusia, but we decided to opt to drink the spring water.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and
God, we just drank dirty
roll.
bathwater.
Shut up, it was for a good cause. Because this syringes is good.
Go ahead
The GM
and
forgetting about this thing is going to save our asses now, so
Yeah. Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I mean, I don't
go
know.
ahead and roll a 1d20.
Okay.
Dan.
no
And
mods.
Volusia is going to recover that amount of HP in myth as
Sweet.
you stick that in her. Okay. You see her wounds start to heal, and she looks up at you in surprise, and she's just like, "Thank you." And then you see her bands break, and she grabs you and goes in to pull you toward her. So I gotta pull up Felucia's character sheet now.
Uh-oh.
Where are you?
She's gonna drain dry brine.
Dry brine?
Eyebrow.
Dry brine!
Alright.
That's grammar staff, whoever. He's going to drain brine. Or dry rye.
Yeah, he's gonna drain rye dry.
Alright, right, that's a
Hit
36 to
5
hit.
times.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And actually, I'm gonna give her advantage on that because you're like right next to her. So we're gonna make that a 41 after her +5 advantage.
Oh gosh. she's
Oh
gonna-
jeez.
You.
Please don't die to her.
The bunny. We like
Well, you guys aren't going to be aware that the bunny is going to need any help either. That's
Yeah.
the really bad part here.
That's the kicker. Of course, it depends on how in character we react, because I imagine it'd be a split.
Adele will
Even
say
with-
confidence in you.
Even without the advantage, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Do you
Mhm.
want a luck counter out of it, or are you gonna take it?
You see what you can do before?
Yeah, let's luck counter on this
Okay.
one.
Alright, so she's like already grabbed you. She's just like bringing your face towards her bosom, but you know that it's not gonna feel as good as you would want it to once you reach there. So how are you? Describe how you luck your way out of this, or how you like spirited enough to break out of this before it happens.
I have one mental image, but I'm going to let Dan describe his before I explain mine.
It's mostly just ducking out.
Oh man, I would have thought that like you'd kind of spring on your feet and then you just headbutt her from the chin, then stumble away. Just nope.
Dawn thought.
Yeah, pretty much.
She
Just
breathes.
no.
Yeah, that's fair.
If she breathes.
She's a thought.
This chick is really very thoughtful, though. Okay, so are you gonna headbutt her then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you knock her back. She looks at you, like hisses at you. You see her eyes glow red, and then she just breaks into a run, and she takes off in the opposite direction from you.
That's fine.
Okay, Adele, you're up.
So,
You guys are facing Victor and his war puppet summoning Igor.
how far away is the case with his daughter in it?
Not too far. Like, you could probably reach it. It's probably like 30 feet away from you.
Oh boy, I'm gonna break that.
Oh lord.
Oh.
You should,
Not gonna
you
lie,
should
that
leave
was
the
part
dead
of my
alone.
plan too.
You should leave the dead alone.
Oh lord,
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
survive. I'm gonna
Whether
stick
or
to
not
my
he
guns.
wins,
The
he's gonna
dead should be left
lose.
alone.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But still, God, ow.
3 Raw's gonna hit her with the ankle.
All right. Adele, how you gonna break this thing?
Zell rushes over. He activates his flaming fist and he's like, okay, time to break this. He just punches it.
So it should be mentioned that like Victor is like right in front of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So you have to get through him first.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay. So this is going to be treated as an attack on Victor because he's obviously standing in the way and he's not going to let you hit that thing. And he can't use his usual shenanigans on you too because he's got a block. Where are you? Okay.
Aw, what a good dad.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack. Jeez.
Flaming fist.
Okay. So you are able to beat him.
Can I have a way to describe this.
Yeah, go for it.
So Adele comes running up. Victor goes to protect the case. Adele's like, okay, I'll use your head to break it then. You just
oh,
punch
God.
Victor's skull into the glass to try to shatter it.
Ah, jeez. Okay, how much
Oh,
damage?
that's gotta hurt. Honestly, that's gotta hurt. That even hurt me.
That's a grand total of 60 fire damage.
Oh, God.
60.
Yep.
Dang, you guys are
We know
You guys
how
are
to min-max
getting-
power.
powerful. Alright,
We've learned from Evan.
Pretty
Yep.
much. We've learned from Evan. We've taken from his example of Sharkman. Forget Wheelchair Sensei. He is our sensei.
Let's not overinflate his head here.
Yeah, he doesn't need
I
that
haven't
much of
even
an
been
ego.
like trying too hard to min-max for shark.
You just do it by instinct.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, let's be honest. You min-max by instinct. Just look at fucking Lily.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
The fucking nonsense at 25 DC. Fucking hell.
Alright, so hit him square in the face, and you can see this green barrier kind of surrounds him like as you hit him, but his head still jerks back, and so it doesn't look like he takes a ton. Let's see, it's 119.
Fucking nonsense at 25 DC. Fucking hell.
Haley?
That's a really delayed
Yeah.
echo.
We're getting
That-
echo from the stream, I think.
Really?
Like, it's delayed enough that I think that's sound coming through from the stream if she's got it up.
Do you have it up, Haley?
Yeah, I had it up just checking to make sure everything was okay.
Oh, you.
It's just kind of weird to me. I just, what the fuck?
Your own voice.
Mute it.
Well,
Okay.
it's muted now, but
So Victor only loses 21 HP, but his head does smash back into the glass, and like he just lets out this scream. He's like, "No!" As you see, like all of this green mist, like it kind of like pours out. Like it kind of looks like it's flowing, but it like you think it's like a gas at first, but then it also just sinks down. So it's like a very, very heavy gas and starts pouring onto the ground. And with that, Finn, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to play some movement action with a preparation action. I'm going to cast Ice Strike level 2 and Holy Strike level 3 with Amplification Share level 3 for all of us.
Oh dang!
That'll bring me down from 90 to 27 myth, but you all get plus 21 damage.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
It's time to break. It's time to break the
Yes,
doctor.
it's time to.
I'm not sure
We're not
if-
breaking the bad. We're breaking the Victor.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the bunny gets it because they're not, like, he can't see him.
No, but by the time I get back up there, I will.
I'd have to
Well,
recast it for that.
Yeah, he'll need to recast it. But you can give it to him later. Okay.
So it's just this almost like this ethereal fog and like this gentle sound of sirens singing in the distance as you feel the spirits of the oceans backing you.
Imagine Auric's ears just kind of perk up. It's just like, what the fuck?
Adele's like, fuck yeah, it's time to bring fire and water together.
Okay.
I will
Fire and
spend
water
a
makes steam.
normal
Yep.
action
Pure air.
to take a shot at Victor with piercing shot, which will cost me another 6 myth. And you said he's sort of standing directly in front of the
Awful person. Yeah, he is. Okay. So he doesn't have bullet block, which means that he is just gonna he's not even gonna try to block that or try to defend against that because yeah, if he tries to ghost, then yeah. Okay, but he is gonna you do see his life force barrier come up again. So let's see. That's
let me get this damage.
5. All right.
You said 21, Evan?
Yep.
So how much damage do you deal?
With the mechanical weapon, 93.
Ease. Okay. 93.
And that was done using piercing shot.
Okay, well, he loses 54 HP off of that. So, yeah, he is... Let's see... Ah, geez, that one hurt him. Alright, so the bullet flies through him. Pierces through his daughter behind him. Okay, and he just lets out a howl. He's like, no! And, yeah, you can see just tears just come out of his eyes. He's like, no! And with that, it is Ulrich's turn.
Oh, fuck yes. How far is he away from me?
30 feet.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. So. Let me see here what I can do to fuck up his entire day even further. I suppose we could so that active. I'm debating right now. But I suppose let's just go in and smack him. Onwards! Charge, and we're going to make this a power attack.
Go ahead and roll.
A second, I gotta double check this because for some reason the offense is not available for this freaking thing. Come here, you. Okay. Are you serious? Nope, you know what? Fuck that. I'm using my fake counter. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
If I get hit later on, I'm going to regret it, but I just want to smack him.
He's probably gonna go for me first, to be fair.
Alright,
I don't know. Finn put a hole in his daughter.
I mean, I smashed his head in the glass and made her very vulnerable to the elements.
All right, so I am spending a fate counter for this. Like Ulrich, as you're going in for your claw attack, you see the huge Igor just kind of blitzes there in your way, and like he is going to just block your claw. So how much damage does that deal?
That is 47. Armor
37.
piercing.
I'll say
Plus.
That's
Is that
with,
after the
that's
plus
with the
21?
20.
No,
Yeah,
plus
is that
21, that's 68. I
68.
think it's also he
Okay.
gets plus 5 from the Iron Claws.
to add a
Or
bit
no,
of
do I have that already on
flavor. As Ulrich is slashing with the claws, it's kind of forming a trail, kind of like a wake between the claws in the air.
You said 68?
69. Or no, wait, not 69.
Nice.
Damn it. I'm trying to do the math here from the Iron Claws because it's all the way down here under these psi spells. This is 47 plus 21 makes it 68. Plus 6 is 75.
Is
If I'm doing that
75?
math correctly.
Okay.
75 piercing.
4 if it's 6.
74.
All right.
Because it's 69 plus 6. That'd be 75.
It was 68 plus 6.
No, 69.
Where'd you get 69?
No, it is 68. God damn it, all these numbers.
So yeah, it's
Let's
74
look
damage.
into the equation.
74 armor piercing.
74 armor piercing.
74 armor
21's
piercing?
throwing
Okay.
me off.
Okay, 74, that's loses 56 HP off of that. Okay. So you definitely like just rend into this huge thing's arm. Okay, it's Victor's turn. He ghosts in to the tube, grabs his daughter, and then ghosts through the floor.
Oh,
And
no.
he is going to drop. Well, actually, no. So, Rye, you see him and his daughter like fly through the floor. Like he doesn't drop down to your level. Like he keeps going. But yeah, he took off. And that brings it to Igor's turn. And like Igor's just like,
Oh, I'm ready.
and
Hi.
yeah, he's going to bear his fist down on Ulrich. It's
Me.
going to be
The meat. I just.
What else am I supposed to say? Hug me, brother?
Hug me, brother!
the 35 to hit, Ulrich.
I gotta hope that my dodge is good. If not, this is gonna actually.
I hope
Walking
your dodge is
probably-
good. Shit, you're fast.
Yeah, you could dodge.
Well, it's melee, so probably dodging wouldn't be a good idea. I got a block. Which actually is fine with me. Yeah, it's fine with me! It's fine with me! Alric will probably just hold up his claws and block the arm. She's like, would you kindly fuck off?
Yeah, so there's like this. So it's like this huge fist that's capable of wrapping like around your entire torso, and you're just like holding it at bay as he's trying to just like crush you in his grasp. Let's see. Is there anything else Igor wants to do? Really? Let's see. How many of you are there? 1, 2.
3 of us at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. Rye.
Real quick.
Okay.
Oh, never mind, I guess.
All right, so Rye, it's your turn. You're still on the lower level. Volusia just took off. What do you want to do?
And You also saw Victor fall down from the floors.
And you also saw Victor fall down through the floor.
At this point, I'm going after Victor.
Okay.
Oh no, the bunny boy's in danger.
The bunny boy's got this.
All right. So you ghosting through the floor?
Yep.
How far can you move?
90.
90? Okay. So you go down through the floor 90 feet, and you don't see him yet. You want to make another movement?
Yep.
Okay. So, you keep going down through the floor, and now you are falling. Now you have gone through the rest of the base, and you're just free falling. And you can see him down at the bottom. He's like made a crater where he landed. So we're gonna say
land on him.
Yeah.
The ultimate elbow drop.
Yes.
so we're gonna say
Do
the ultimate hobo drop. Yeah, you can try to do that if you want.
I did not hear anything that Evan just said. He was whispering it too quietly.
Oh, sorry.
The ultimate elbow drop. The true RKO. Go for it.
Yeah, ultimate elbow drop. Considering you're basically dropping in on him, but that's a dick move.
So you've already used both of your actions, so I'm not going to let you use it like an attack, but I will allow you to fall on him.
If you want.
I mean, that's basically what I was aiming for. So yeah, let's do this.
All right, go ahead and make a dex roll.
just raw dex.
That's raw dex. And he's going to make an intelligence roll to see if he notices you.
To hear the sound of the roaring crowd in the background.
Oh, yeah,
all right.
He's able to hear Michael Cole saying, "Watch out."
So as you're flying down towards Victor, he looks up at you and steps out of the way, and you have fallen a total of 20 feet. So go ahead. Well, no, we're gonna make it more. You fell 30 feet. So take 30 damage.
DM is salty.
It's 1 damage per foot, huh?
It's 1 damage per foot.
Okay.
And
that's protection score as well, right?
Yes, the protection score does. So anytime that the protection score doesn't apply, I'm gonna say it's life loss.
Okay.
So life loss just comes straight out of your HP. Damage always has the protection score involved, unless somebody says armor piercing, then it's just your strength, but not your armor. So okay. So do you want to describe how you fall to make it a little bit more graceful than just
flap?
Flapping.
I'm totally doing the superhero pose on landing.
Okay.
One knee down, one fist in the pavement.
You made the crater a little bit bigger.
Okay, so you see Victor just glances back at you, and he's just got death in his eyes. Okay, Adele, it's your turn.
So how close is Igor?
Igor's right next to you.
Oh boy, let's do a flood of attacks, shall we?
Yeah, you guys focus on Alaric, so Adele just comes in and she's like, "Let me break up this little party."
So that 21 buff's still in there, right?
Yep.
For the damage, yes.
Alright then.
And he's gonna go for a block against you.
No.
Ooh, Igor's about to
yeah.
get hurt.
So this is 4. This is level I believe this is level 2. This is level 2 flood of attacks, so 4 attacks. So that's gonna be 481s.
Oh God! Ow!
Or
Bop,
81.
bop, 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 bop,
Yep.
bop.
There's water,
Okay.
there's fire, and there's light, all being pounded into the back of this beast.
It's a 25.
There's just like this half torso of a were-shark stand, just punching along with him.
Yep.
Oh man. I thought this was going to be a hard fight. Okay. Yeah, so you just JoJo into this guy. You want to describe how you defeat him?
Oh sure. You know what? Here, let me go through it like this. They'll just start to wail on Igor's back, and then on like the very last punch, he's lifted his body up a bit with his wings, and he's just like, okay, down we go, and just slams down and pushes Igor through the floors, hoping just to go floor after floor after floor, bring him
Okay.
down and out.
Yeah, so you guys crash down through 3 levels. And okay, so you go through the first floor and you hit a bridge, you snap the bridge, you keep going, you crash through the floor underneath of the bridge. And like you crash through another level, and then the last level, you crash down, and you can see around you guys are a bunch of turbines spinning, and Igor's crumpled like broken body. Like you see, like his fingers twitch for a moment, and then his hand just lays down limp.
There's turbines. Oh
There's
boy!
turbines.
Oh boy!
All right, Finn, you're up. There's no Igor though, so.
Well, I'm gonna run past, grab Ulrich, and dive into the hole.
All right. So the pair of you
Head first, just
fall down. Let's see. It's
gonna try and grab onto like some cabling and whatever, and like pirate swing down, like rappel down into it.
I imagine
Okay.
Ark just kind of tightly cling on, just like, I did not consent to this shit!
Go ahead and make a success roll with your dexterity. Go ahead and take a -2 penalty for carrying Ulrich with you.
Ain't that heavy.
Yep, you pass. It's not about being heavy. It's that he's only working with one hand.
Finn knows a lot
Okay.
about, ropes and swashbuckling.
Okay.
Gotta know how to buckle them swashes.
Yep.
He comes just screaming
Got it.
around this hole from the rope and just kind of.
All right. So you take no damage from the fall. As like you epically land down, and now you guys are all around, like all near the turbines.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so Rye, you are still in combat. The rest of you guys are not. So I will switch back to you guys and ask you what you want to do in a second. Rye, right now you're just kind of staring down Victor, and like he just like is staring daggers at you. He's just got like cold Grim Reaper, like I'm gonna fucking kill you in his eyes, and he's just like, you and yours took everything from me. And with that, green electricity surround his hands, and he is going to blitz behind you, but he's not going to attack you yet. You're going to get a turn before that happens. Okay. So Rye, you're up.
Let me get a.
Okay. so let's do.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to get some more fitting music.
There.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do metal
You know
spines.
what? Okay. Could we get actually get Pirates of the Caribbean music? Like, I think that would just sound good right
Dun,
now.
dun, 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 dun. I mean,
Yeah,
we
something
have
like
copyright
that.
issues to deal with after all.
Oh, copyright issues. Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble with Disney.
Yeah, Disney is a
Okay.
big one.
I'll get something that will get the pirate feel.
Okay.
Yar har fiddly dee.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Black
Being a
Um.
pirate is
Okay,
alright to
Ryan.
me.
You're doing metal spines.
Yep, metal spines. And then. And then reality slice.
She might be having issues there, Evan.
makes some damn noise.
Hold on a second. Sometimes you gotta kick around, then you do it. Go ahead and redo it. There we go.
There we go. I hear it.
35 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. He like as your phase like as your ripple of reality like flies at him, you just see him like go slightly transparent, and it just flows like right through him.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt him at all. Yeah, his knuckles just kind of crack as he flexes the hand that is about to tear up your shit. So he's gonna go ahead and attack, and that is
Right, your asshole is about to become like gaping.
Oh, I'm aware.
that's a
I'm
35 to
worried
hit.
at this point.
How many counters you got over there, boss?
Not enough.
Not enough.
No.
That's an appropriate answer. Not enough. Not this fucker.
All right, that's a 35 to hit.
Okay, 1 second.
Come
Where
on,
is it?
buddy, man. Come on, Bugs Lightyear.
Make sure that's everything. Yes, it is. Alright. So I'm gonna luck counter that shit.
Okay. So it looks like he was reaching for your chest, and you're able to dodge out of the way. And with that, it's your turn now.
Gotta get down there.
Or
We don't know where he is.
No, we don't. We just
Okay.
have to head down. Actually, I do have an idea. Depending on how quickly we want to get down there.
I was just gonna smash the floor.
I mean,
Let's pop.
I'll explain my idea.
Where did it go?
Because
Oh, it's a reaction. Okay, that's why I'm not seeing it.
It won't be as epic, but it probably will be a bit cooler, maybe, depending on how it goes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop phase strike as well. And then I'm going to quick draw this ridiculous katana
Oh boy.
and swing it at his ass.
Slice.
Have you did
Oh
you cast?
shit! I need to
Yeah,
do download skill as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So do
So-
you have preparation action?
I don't, so I can only do one of those things. I can't.
Yeah,
use
so
that
I would
weapon, so-
recommend. I would like if you want to use that weapon, then I would recommend not using phase strike and just using the download skill. Otherwise, if you really want phase strike to be up, use the phase strike, but you're gonna have to use a different attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to. He's probably not very far away from me. So let's just do
Oh,
a
you
standard
guys are
monk
like,
attack.
yeah, you guys have like inches between you.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
figured.
So you're just
Okay.
doing a monk attack.
Yep.
Oh my.
He is going to be an extra bit of a dick.
Oh lord. He's gonna be
Counter.
an extra big dick.
Oh wow, you actually hit him. All right.
What a nice
Very
two.
small margin.
That's a lovely two, I have to say.
Okay. All right. So you catch him off guard and you just uppercut him. How much damage is that?
Hang on, I'm calculating. It is 45 armor piercing.
Ow.
All right. So his green barrier does pop up. Reduces that by 19. Alright, so when all is said and done, he loses 13 HP, but he doesn't look like he has a whole lot to lose, so... So, you do get a solid hit on him.
Sweet.
Alright. So Victor glares at you. You see his green electricity crackle, and he reaches another hand towards you. So that...
Oh, he's just trying to hurt you.
Stop trying to eat the bunny. You didn't do anything wrong.
42 to hit.
Ugh.
That's probably why he's special on that 20.
So you're gonna have to nat 20 or luck counter out of getting hit from this.
Come on, baby.
Let's see if I nat 20 first.
Natties.
RNGesus, RNGesus, RNGesus.
Or the dream. No.
Luck counter.
Damn it.
Alright.
Luck counter. Immediate.
So after you uppercut, like as you uppercut him, it's like he takes damage, but like he's like just so focused that immediately like his hand follows up and you're able to like dodge out of the way before like it looks like he's trying to reach into you. But you're still able to avoid it. And like he's looking at you again with just that cold murderous gaze. He's like, "Your luck can't last forever, rabbit." And then we are back to the rest of the gang. So yeah.
Help!
So,
You guys. What do you all want to do?
Adele's gonna look at the two and like, did you see Riot All on your way down?
No, we do not. That's not good. Alright, we need to find a way to get down to him, because he's probably with Victor, and that's not good right now.
Adele readies himself to smash open the floor.
I would not recommend that! That's going to take a while, even with your strengths.
What do you suggest
Alright,
then?
so
How about a quick elevator ride down without the cable?
okay, sorry. What did Aldrich just say?
We're going to take the elevator, but Alric is going to pop out at the top and cut the cable loose so we get a speed fry down.
Okay. So the elevator is the elevator's like in the middle of the tower, which not the tower of the base, which is like pretty much like where you guys were because you were in the Nexus of 7. So you guys run to it, cut the cable, and you guys fly down. So let me think.
Brace for
So that's
impact!
Great.
levels.
Can I grab a
should
fin
deal-
and like fly? and just as we're about to hit the ground, fly out and grab
And you could just lay flat and mitigate the damage because it spreads throughout your body, like horizontally instead of vertically.
The thing can crush us.
There's also the fact that he can fly, so he may
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, sure,
So,
fine.
are you gonna grab? You just grabbing one person? You just grabbing Finn?
How many people are with us?
It's you, Ulrich, and Finn.
I'm gonna grab Ulrich too. I have 2 hands, 2 arms, and
His arm just kind of vice grabs you.
Go ahead and make a straight up. Well, actually, yeah, make a straight up dex roll, please. You need to beat a 20.
a 20.
Come
Great.
on, you can do this.
Yeah.
Success!
Okay, so I mean, it's a pretty narrow little manhole, but you're able to somehow grab onto both both Ulrich and Finn, and squeeze through like as the elevator's falling, and you both just kind of you all kind of float/fly down.
Actually, I do have
Hmm?
an idea.
You do have an idea?
So, as they're doing this, Finn is going to grab onto the top half of the cable that Ulrich cuts, so he can ride it up to where the prisoners are.
Alright, I guess me and Ulrich will focus on getting out then.
So you Jack Sparrowed your way the opposite direction.
Yes.
That is pretty badass. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll join up with
Alright, so
I'll
you
join up
Jack
with you
Sparrow
later.
zip line up. The rest of you, so Ulrich and Adele, you guys hit the bottom floor, and like as you reach the bottom floor, like again there are bridges, but underneath of you now are just giant spinning fans.
Great.
Okay, where the hell are they?
Adele looks over the railing.
Or does the same. Where the fuck are they?
There? Is that them?
So you can't see anything. Like you can't see anything like other than the fans. Like the fans presumably are helping to turn some type of technology that's causing like the anti-gravity effect. But you can't like see anything through the floor. Oh,
That's
yeah, you can't see
concerning.
anything.
There's a wall on the side there, right? How can I make a rough estimate and say that I can just bash through the side where the elevator just got crushed to bits to get outside?
I mean, yeah, you can crush through the elevator wall, but like, okay, so like this room, I mean, not this room, this level, like it's just one straight up level. Like other than the elevator, there's nothing else to this. There's no like rooms or anything, and so like if you run like 200 feet, then you can get to the wall on the other side. So you guys are like smack in the middle of
All right,
so
dash over there. Over, get me
All right.
over there. I'll bash to the wall.
Alright, fine.
oh you guys start running towards the wall. Okay. Back to Victor and Rye. Okay. So Victor is gonna go another attack. Gonna be plus one.
Wow.
Alright. That's a 41 to hit.
Ouch.
Only crit can save you.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're really running out of luck there, Roger Rabbit.
Oh. And also one of these for him too. Woo. All right, Victor recovers a tiny amount of HP. Oh wow, you came close.
So close.
All right.
Use your
So-
spirit. Use your power.
Okay, so Victor's hand just plunges into you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just looking that death into your eyes, and yeah, he's just like and you take you take 66 dark electric armor piercing damage.
Okay.
So his hand just plunges into you, and you feel this dark electric energy just surge through you. So if you are a holy type, you take an extra 10 damage. But you should also be reducing 10 damage because you are an electric type, and so you do resist that element. Okay. So are you still standing?
Barely.
Alright, so he just sort of like pulls his hand out of you. And now it's your turn.
Okay. It's time to download that skill and swing that katana. If I can get
Alright.
my computer to cooperate.
I'm just sitting here wondering what kind of fucking attack do you have to have in order to plunge your hand into somebody's chest, Kalima style?
I'm also
He
gonna
didn't plunge it into his chest, he just plunged it into his stomach. But
I'm still Kalimaing that shit.
he's using phase strike with monk, and so that's why he's able to do that. But I mean,
That
really,
was
if you've got enough
good.
damage, you can punch through anybody's gut. Just because if you can one shot them, you should be able to punch a hole through them. Realistically,
I'm trying to figure out, is this my Technomancy or is this the Technomancy? I can't figure it out.
I
this
should
is the Technomancy.
have triggered my life force armor. Oh well.
Okay. What are you doing?
So I'm swinging the katana and I'm dumping 15 myth into spirit attack.
Oh boy, here we go.
Nice.
Is that enough, though? Is that enough? Come on, Orange Jesus. Damn it!
Okay, so you swing the katana at him. As he pulls his hand out of you, you have a Matrix moment where you just learn how to use your katana. You summon it, you swing this super long thing, and he just catches it in between his fingers, and just kind of smirks at you. And he doesn't say it, but you kind of get this impression of just you never stood a chance. Okay, everybody else.
Yeah, we are.
You guys.
That wall.
Yeah, you guys reach the wall. And yeah, I'll let you take it from there.
Adele just winds up, smashes the wall with a single punch.
All right, so you're able to easily explode through it, and you just see the outside world. You can see there's a pretty huge drop below you.
Do I see a crater?
A 30-foot drop, not a huge drop. Right?
All right. Is there a crater?
No. The crater would have been. So
I think
your
the crater
character's
was-
not aware of this, but they are at the center of the ship, where you guys are like super far to the right of the center.
Adele's gonna be like, okay, Ulrich, I'm gonna fly you down.
Alright, well, do you mind if I do something first, in case we do manage to find him down there somewhere?
Sure.
First and foremost, I assume Alec would be able to do this, well, I'm actually trying to think, because his keen hearing and his sharp nose would not work right now, because they are in a completely different section. However...
Yeah, plus you've got fans that are keeping your hearing from sensing anything, and you've got like all of the outside, like
City.
yeah.
Right.
Victor should have taken 14 armor piercing from my
Metal spines.
metal spines with phase strike.
Okay.
We're not.
So
worried,
he. So to add insult to injury, like when your metal spines like hit him, as he plunged his hand into you, you saw the green glow of his life force armor, and your spines literally just bent against him. Like they didn't even hurt him. Okay.
Worth a shot.
I do need to decrease his myth for that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think here because you said when we started this fight we were pretty much near the center of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So theoretically, see where.
So you were at the center of everything, but right now you're not.
I'm trying to think when the battle started, because he probably would be thinking about where Victor dropped, because he probably would have dropped in a straight line.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So he's just trying to determine where the fuck would that bastard have dropped.
Adele would definitely not be thinking this far ahead.
It's Ulrich's intelligence. It's Ulrich's intelligence.
It's an 8 in humanoid form.
Okay, yeah, no, he'd definitely be able to figure that out. Okay.
Hey, he's not that dumb.
Oh, it's just most hotbloods are.
You said you wouldn't have to argue with his werewolf. His werewolf form, because, my lord.
Okay.
But, yeah, so he probably would be figuring that in his head, and he'll look at Adele and say, you go out there, fly around, if you see where they might have landed on the outside, go help them. I'm going to investigate something real quick. Then he just kind of dashes back towards the elevator. And as he's doing this, he's taking on his werewolf.
Adele
boy.
looked down and just was like, okay, here we go. Flies out and down.
Basically,
Right.
the plan is just to make up for everything else he's doing. He's going back to where the elevator is, and he's basically going to, because the column for the elevator goes straight down through the bottom where these fans are, right?
Yes.
He's going to punch through the floor that the elevator landed in and go and drop down.
Okay.
Which is what I thought that the elevator itself was going to do.
Yeah.
The elevator didn't have enough weight to do that. It caused damage.
The warp has enough force to do it.
Okay, roll a d20 and add it to your strongest. Well, add it to your strongest melee attack.
My strongest melee attack? Okay then. This is going to be interesting. So d20 plus my strongest melee.
At the damage of it.
Alright. So it's the d20 plus the damage for my strongest attack.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure, because this is going to be hella hectic right now.
How many turns have they
So
been?
you need to beat a 50.
Honey, I think I got it!
Alright.
I think I got it!
Alright, so you slam down on the elevator and it just punches a hole through the rest of the ship. Okay, so Rye, like it's looking like you're about to, like Victor's getting ready to do a finishing blow on you. Like he's getting ready to finish murdering you, and he looks up, and like so the shape of this ship, like at the bottom, like it comes down into a point. Okay, and that point breaks off, and Victor looks up, looks surprised, and you both like dash away. And well, actually, no, I am gonna make you roll for that. Go ahead and let's see, what should this be valued at? We will give it a 26. Okay. Put a 30. Okay.
This actually fits what the hell's going on right now.
Yep.
All right. So you need to make a dodge roll, and you need to beat a 30.
I hope your dodge is high.
Oh,
It is, but not quite high enough.
No.
All right. Take a fate counter since this is semi your arc too. Yeah, you can have a fate counter because otherwise you're going to die from this. So,
Okay.
and let's have.
You feel your rabbit instincts kick in, and you move as fast as possible.
Just a little rabbit squeak.
Let's see if Victor makes it out of this. Yeah, he makes it out of that, no problem. Alright. So, the thing comes down, and, like, you run out of the way. The thing comes down and just crashes onto Victor. And you don't see what happens after that. And like the giant pillar, it makes a creaking noise as it just kind of like tips over and falls down. Okay, Adele, you're flying and zipping towards the center as you see this as the pillar comes down, and you can see Rye as you're flying towards him.
All right. Rye! Adele will use extra movement to get to Rye, if he can.
You can. So you're able. So you zip down, flying down through the sky, and you are able to reach him.
Rye! You okay?
I've been better. Did we get him?
I'm not sure. He looks at... But is he under that?
I'm not sure.
Then I don't know. But come on, let's get you out of here.
Good plan.
He kind of puts Rye's arm around his shoulder. It's like, okay. Alright. That's all Adele can really do with 2 moves.
If I may, real quick. Like, cut back to Finn for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
Okay.
It's fine. I figured
All
out
right,
where we were
so-
going next because ours still has to make that drop.
Yeah.
So all right. So you're zip lining up. Where do you want? Do you want to go to the wolf level? Do you want to actually? Here, let me pull up the building
What level
schematics.
is Victor's main chamber at?
29.
Victor's main chamber, yeah, it's 29. That's
That's
the
the
problem.
top.
I will go up all the way up to Victor's main chamber.
I think I know exactly what you're doing, and that's kind of dangerous.
And
All right.
as
So
he's starting
Please
to
land
fly
the ship
through
properly.
through the halls, like you can kind of just see through Finn's head the thoughts forming and flying past, like the like little flashbacks skipping around of talks about, you know, like the callers and what Victor said about how he needs to control them, and backwards to what Liam said about Finn having a wolf blood. And Finn
Oh my
just kind of like
gosh.
stops in the hallway. Fuck. And he makes a beeline towards the throne room where the Alpha was.
Okay.
Oh my lord, what did you do?
All right. So
What,
you break into the throne room. You see the alpha just like sleeping there. So as you slowly approach, though, an ear twitches towards you, and one big giant amber eye opens up.
Rise and step. Big
All
alpha.
right, we're going back down to the other. Like, I mean, I know it's not a fair amount
Oh, yeah.
of time for you, but that's a really good breaking point. So we're gonna break there. Okay. So back down to the main rest of the group. Ulrich, you can now see down through this big hole that you've created, and the ship, like as a whole, you can feel like just as like it starts to lower a little bit. Like it just straight up like falls like 10 feet.
Okay.
And then you can feel it like inching towards the ground a little bit.
Alright, let's make this quick then. He's gonna go ahead and he is vacating the area. He's sliding down the rest of the way and he's going to do it enough so he slows down before he actually reaches the bottom where it opens up, and then he's just gonna let go.
Okay.
And what does he see on his fall down?
On his fall down, so you can see where the pillar has fallen. You can see on the right hand side, you can see Adele and you can see Rye flying away. On the left hand side, you see Victor carrying his daughter's corpse and just walking in the opposite direction of them.
Oh, ran him. That's just once and for all. I imagine he's just going to land with just probably one of the biggest studs in the world. Just.
Alright, well, that's only 10 damage, so I'm suspecting that your
I'm good.
protection score will eat that.
Yeah, he just kind of shakes the dust off and just kind of glares towards Victor.
Alright, so your massive wolf form stares down at Victor. He looks up at you defiantly. You see him gently lay down his daughter's corpse, and he just squares off with you. His lab coat is just like whipping in the wind as you guys are just facing off with each other. Go ahead and take a fate counter because this is your arc. But I am going to allow him to heal a couple times because his regeneration would have been ticking. Oh my gosh, what is with these bad rolls? Whoa, 3.
Alright, Jesus is watching.
Okay, that's better. 13. Alright, so 13. Back to that.
He's
Okay.
still and a half, but you know, he's still walking.
Alright. Ulrich, it's your turn. Well, actually, no. We're gonna cut there with you guys facing off. Okay, back to Finn.
Alright, so Finn's walking and he's going to use just about the last of his myth on casting Ice Strike and Holy Strike once more. Actually, yeah, that is all but 3 myth.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord!
Can you do anything else with your turn?
That is just that's my turn for walking in before it starts
Alright.
fighting.
So, yeah, the act of aggression is not lost on the alpha, and you can hear this deep rumbling growl as it gets up, and we are going into combat for you. So, the alpha definitely goes first. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so at first, like, you know, it looks like the thing is getting up slowly, but then it just, like, in a fraction of a blink of an eye. Like the alpha's already on top of you, and its huge, just giant maw opens up and tries to snap close down on you. And that's a 46 to hit.
Ooh. What did I get myself into?
I don't know, Evan. What did you get yourself into?
That's a 38 to dodge.
Yep. Okay.
If you live this,
So its jaws crunch down on you, dealing 52 damage. So how dead are you?
I am down to 47.
he lives.
Oh,
With
it also ignores armor. Sorry, forgot about that.
Alright, I'm down to 46. And from like inside the maw of like this beast, because I'm assuming it's big enough to like basically
Yeah.
hit,
Easily.
there's just like for a moment you kind of see like the jaw kind of open up a little bit, and then this giant shark hand kind of pulls out and opens up the jaw to get out of there as he transforms into Sharkman.
Badass. Okay.
And the battle begins.
So you're size 9, right?
Yeah.
So this thing. So yeah, you're.
beforehand, just like, what the heck is that? Oh god, what the fuck is going on?
It's growing. Why is it growing?
Alright, so you fall out of his mouth, and like your hulking shark form appears with your new and improved anchor.
I just imagine
Its amber yellow eyes glaring at you as you square off with this thing that is nearly twice your size. Okay, so anything else you can do with your turn after your transformation?
I'll prepare counter.
Okay. Alright, then the alpha is going to go for another attack on you. It's a 45 to hit.
In that case, I'm going to use double edge.
Okay.
So
Then you take another 52 damage. And how much damage do you deal back?
sorry, let me sorry, I'm just doing the calculations. So that brings me down
Oh.
to 118. But I deal back 90.
Jesus Christ.
That hurts a little bit.
That does. That hurts
A
a lot.
little?
I imagine the this wolf kind of grabs on, like bites onto his shoulder, and as he does, like the sharkman grabs like a tuft of fur from the head and kind of punches him with the bottom of the anchor.
Okay, so you hear the alpha like snarling and just like back away.
Yep, and that is
You can see this bloody gash. Oh, holy in water.
Yep.
Oh,
and also
okay.
add a -1 counter to your strength and dex.
The strength
and
and-
speed.
okay.
Dex and speed. Shit.
It should be dex and speed. Okay. All right, noted. All right, so he's neutral to both of those. So he lost 55 HP from that attack. So even though like you hit him pretty hard, like this is a hefty boy.
He's a big...
And he looks like he can take a few of those. All right. Alpha's turn. He's going in for another. Well, actually.
Turn.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so it's your turn. My bad.
Oh, you're good. I'm going to power attack him.
Okay. Then he's gonna go ahead and go for a dodge. Yeah.
Yep.
So you swing that anchor, and he's just able to sidestep it with like no problem. And then he's gonna go in for another chomp on ya. It's a 34 to hit.
Again, I'm gonna use double edge.
Okay. Then again, that's gonna be another. Oh shoot! Keep forgetting to do this. He healed back 8 HP, by the way. So it seems like the ability to regenerate is kind of a natural expectation for most of Victor's experiments. So you do see like his gash is healed up a bit. You take another 52 damage, and I'm assuming you deal back another 90.
Yep.
And now his speed is brought down by 2. So.
And his dex is brought down by 2.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not really even using his dex right now.
Well, it's
That's
attack
fair.
rolls and blocks.
It's almost drinkable by itself.
Alright, your turn.
I'm going to. I'm gonna recharge attack power attack.
He's gonna go for a dodge. Ooh,
Ooh,
just barely got him. Okay, how much damage is that?
103.
103, jeez.
And then I'm going to prep a counter. As Sharkman is just really taking the shit here, like he's getting the shit beat out of him. But he kind of manages to push this wolf back off of him. And as he's running forward, there is almost behind him just an aura of what just look like generations of sailors behind him that are watching him attack.
You're dropping your fate counter for damage on this?
You know what, I will.
Okay. Alright, so that's an extra 20 damage. Alright, so you're shoving him back, you shove him into the wall. Actually, you know what? Let's, I mean, you didn't declare that you were angling your attack this way, but let's say that you crash him into the throne, and so you just completely, like, demolish the throne, and the dog just, like, rolls. And you see him kind of land in, you know, not exactly a crumpled heap, because he's way bigger than you, but, you know, he just sort of rolls over. Okay. We are going to go back to Ulrich versus Victor. So Adele and Rye, by this point, you two have flown off. You are back in the ship. Assuming that that's where you were going.
I wanted to get Rye to a safer location.
Okay. So
maybe
you got...
fly back, look for Victor or help Finn.
Okay.
But I'll fly up.
You dropped... so you just dropped Rye off. And now you've just taken off. Rye, are you sitting still, or you want to do anything in particular?
I'm gonna stay put for a bit and do some healing.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and take one action worth of healing. Okay. So, you're flying up?
With their speed.
Fly. I'm gonna go back into the ship and kind of retrace steps, basically.
Okay. Alright, so Ulrich versus Victor. Ulrich, I'm assuming you go first.
Yep.
Okay.
Super speed. Alright. I just imagine before he steps up to attack, like, you obviously see the magic for one of his spells starting up as he pretty much stares down, like, Victor, like, and the odd thing is there's no hate, there's no contempt, there's just this look of just, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, honestly. Guess it's just, I can't think of how to describe it, honestly. It's kind of weird, but...
Termination?
Resolution.
Just resignation?
Just resolute, I guess. Determined.
Well, maybe if I actually say what he's saying, I might be able to figure out the term for his emotions, but he just kind of stares at Victor, just like, I understand that she's doing all this trying to protect her, but at this point, I suppose you know the same as I do. Sometimes they're just better off dead.
Sympathetic.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to join her. Sorry,
I'd like to see you try.
I'm sorry this has to be how it ends. You could have been able to help her elsewise, but this isn't just for me at this point. It's for my family.
You think that this is where it ends?
It's going to be where it ends.
I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill your friends, and then I'm going to build a new ship, and I'm going to start all over. And I'm going to start over with a new set of wolves, a new town, a new ship. I'm bringing my daughter back.
No, you're not, Victor. Not this time. Not ever. Because this fight, right here, isn't just for me, it's not for my friends, it's not for anybody else here. It's mostly for my people, my father, and most importantly, my brother. And with that, you just kind of see him, his fur takes a metal sheen as his iron fur becomes active. Let's go, Victor. And with that, he's going to charge.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so here is gonna go for a ghost. Oh my gosh. Alright.
Yes!
Yes!
I'm gonna go ahead and go for
We're
his,
fake countering that though. We're fake countering that. He's got so he's only got one left now. But that becomes a nat 20.
Okay.
Hadn't he already used 2?
Yeah, he already used 2. That's his last one. Good sir.
Oh, he used one. So wait, okay. The first one. I'm trying to remember. I'm terrible, dude.
He used it in.
And the first one he used on
Well, the
Finn.
first one he used to grab Volusia.
Hmm.
Oh.
And the second one he used
yeah,
on
no.
Finn.
Yeah, well, the second one, yeah, you're right. Well, because the second one was used through Igor. Yeah, so that is his last one. Oh, dang. Okay. All right, so go ahead and make your roll. Just to, well, I mean, even if you get a nat 20, I don't think you can. I don't think you can beat it. I don't think you can beat his 27 bonus. To be honest.
I have a 28 bonus. So
You
I'm gonna
do?
try.
Oh, okay.
It's worth a shot.
20.
Damn it.
That's not a 20.
Oh, Jesus, please help me.
All right, so you fly towards him, then you fly through him. He looks back at you, again with that same just like murderous rage, but unlike with Rye, where it was like cold, like I just need to kill you. Like this looks a bit more hot-blooded, a bit more personal. And he just rushes at you. His hands are like, even though he doesn't have claws, it just kind of looks like his hands are making claw motions. And you can see the green electricity surrounding him as he goes in for an attack against you. That is a hit.
And this is melee attack?
This is a melee attack.
Damn it.
So close.
It should be noted it's not a power attack, though.
Okay. Well, it still hits then, because I'm not really going to do anything else with that.
It just auto hits? Okay.
I rolled a block, and I rolled a 33, so there's not much I can do about that.
Okay. Alright, give me a second. damage real fast. So that is 35 base
Mm-hmm.
plus 25 makes 60. So yeah, it's 66 dark electric damage.
Well, electric, I have the tribute, so I'd take out 10 for that.
Are you dark or light?
Dark?
Okay, so then dark attacks are neutral against you and you resist electricity. So yeah, so for you that's 56 damage. It is armor piercing.
So it'd just be his strength to mitigate that, or is it just straight through?
Yeah. You can reduce it by his strength.
Okay, no problem. Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. That's the same.
And then after that, so you fly straight through him. He rushes at you, and he is going to go through you. But like on his way through you, like he causes like you to just explode in this green electricity, and then he just blitzes away 120 feet. And as he does blitz away from you, you see him holding a piece of your liver, and he just sort of like drops it down, and yeah, just like kind of. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do one more round, Ulrich versus Victor, before we switch over to somebody else. So Ulrich, you're up.
Okay, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be very funny. I managed to land this. This could work. But okay.
Keep in mind he's 120 feet away from you right now.
My movement's 180.
Oh, I know.
I think we're good.
I just, you do have to move is the point. That's why I'm saying that.
I know, and I have where's I'm gonna go ahead and charge at him, running attack. And I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure here. Okay, yeah, I can do this. He's going to make a running attack, and as he's running, he's going to go ahead and use Metal Spine's passive action spell. Just shing! As he runs up and tries to swipe this fucker across the face. Let me just make sure I'm doing all this correctly. I have so much stuff to actually scroll through now for Alric. It feels
That's what happens.
So make sure everything's good. Yep. Just make sure I'm doing that incorrectly. Then... I do? Really? Come on, alright, Jesus!
Don't you have a fate counter?
Oh, let's see what Victor rolls first.
I was gonna say, I don't want to waste it if he rolls in that one. Damn it.
Okay. Are you gonna use it?
I only have a one. And I kind of blew the
Okay,
first
you
one
can
already.
save it.
I'm gonna save it.
You can
because
save it, it's up to you.
I already blew the first one because he wanted to use his, but Ivar. So I'm gonna save it. Until I'm certain.
Alright, so you swipe at him and your claw goes through his head. Like as he just like ghosts through it. And Victor is going to use rapid regeneration.
Oh, fun.
So let's see. It's 153. Start. Okay, where are you? Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, he heals by 17. Two. And then he's going to spend an extra. He's going to spend an extra 58 myth. So that's. He's got 95 left. Okay, so. Like, as you pass through him, like, I really, compliment you for getting this far. As you see, like, all of his wounds just completely regenerate, but there really is no use. But you really never had a chance. Okay. With that, we are back to Finn and the Alpha.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Okay, Mickey.
All right, the Alpha's up. We're back to D20s now. The Alpha character sheet. All right. Oh, that one. Okay. All right. So that missed. Okay, Finn, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to make another charging power attack.
Uh, 36 to dodge.
That does not hit. So Finn comes running for it and he slaps his anchor down into the floor right beside the alpha wolf, just leaving this gash in the metal.
Alright, the Alpha looks at you, opens up its maw, and goes in for another bite. That's a 35 to hit.
I'm gonna double edge it.
Okay, it's 52 damage. Oh. So he heals a tank then.
Alright, and then that's 90 damage back. And Finn will back up, and you can kind of see like this. His shark form is taking a beating here. It is like there's blood and bite marks rolling down his shoulder, and he's breathing heavily, just scratched up, scarred up. And he pauses for a moment, and then lets out a roar that shakes almost the framing of the ship, and runs in for another attack.
Okay. Go ahead and take a +3 to hit for this. Oh, crap.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to win this one. He was gonna heal back up next turn. Alright. So, Adele,
Yep.
you're retracing your steps, you're flying up through the elevator, and you burst through into the throne room just in time to see Finn Sharkman finish off the Alpha.
I guess.
Go ahead and describe how you're taking this thing down. And are you dealing lethal damage or non-lethal?
I'm gonna deal non-lethal here.
Okay.
And you see Finn Shark, like, you're in the elevator, and
Yep.
you see Finn Sharkman let out this roar that rattles the ship, and charges forward into this wolf, and he kind of pins the wolf up against the wall by the neck using the anchor, and you can see for a moment the like the muscles on Finn's arms tensing as he's obviously crushing the like the windpipe and larynx, and then after a short moment, like, it eases up a little bit until the wolf goes limp and drops down onto the floor, and almost as like a show of like dominance, as like I'm assuming the wolf is going to start shrinking down into its normal form.
No, it does just remain huge.
You see Finn slam down his hammer or his anchor, pick up this wolf over his head with both arms, and let out another roar as if to show that he did it.
Oh my gosh.
Behind him, there's just these three, like, astral projections of these three, like, oceanic spirits of sharks. You know, great white, a nurse shark, and a hammerhead, watching down on him as he lifts this wolf.
You basically, like, Tarzan this thing, like, oh!
Adele stares there shocked, like, I was coming to help you. I guess you didn't need it. Guess you should go help Ulrich then. As he just kind of just goes falling back down.
Okay, Rye. Back to you. Go ahead and take 2 more turns worth of healing.
Sweet. Yes.
Nice.
No.
Oh yeah. I'm just like, I love you. No, fuck you.
The dice gave it. The dice.
I love you, but not that much.
No, Alistair, get back in cold blood.
Oh, you know what? Here, I have perfect saying for this. The dice give it. The dice give it. The dice take it away.
Well, didn't really pay the
Well, yeah, I mean, that's still 15 HP that he's healed back. Well, I mean, 15 plus whatever his modifier is. Oh, wait, no, you've already got that included, don't you? Okay, that's 15 HP. Okay. Ooh, oh boy. All right. What do you want to do with your turn, Rye?
Well, mostly I'm just trying to heal back up to where I'll even be useful.
Okay. So do you want to take 1 more turn of healing, or do you want to do something else?
Let's head over towards the center so that I can see what's going on.
Okay. All right. So it takes. I mean, I'm just gonna give it to you, but it takes you a lot longer since you're not as fast. Well, I mean, no, actually, you're decently fast. You're faster than Adele. You've got a 9 speed. So okay, yeah. So you're able to zip there, making fairly decent time. And now you're looking down through the hole, and you can see Ulrich fighting against Victor.
Is this me or
Okay.
what?
This is Rye.
Okay.
Adele, you're still flying down through the elevator shaft, and so you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can barely see something obscuring the light at the end of the tunnel as Rye's head is now kind of obscuring it a little bit, but you're flying down as fast as you can.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Victor versus Ulrich. We're still doing this. All right, Ulrich, it's your turn.
Okay. So he's right there, ain't he?
There.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm turning and I'm going to attack him. But instead, the standard attack, it's gonna be flood attacks. Just with the beast claws, just fuck off.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
If Adele sees this, he's gonna be like, "Oh,
You know what?
All right. So, I mean, you're doing your best, but like as like you're like one attack after the other just like goes straight through him, and he doesn't like move an inch, and he's just like, "I told you, it's useless." And we're gonna go into his attack. Oh, he should have used a bunch of.
Damn it, RNGesus.
Well, that was a complete action, so I still have my passive action.
Do you want to do something with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the counter. I got a feeling this is kind of gonna hurt.
Okay. See if there's anything else that he can do that I'm missing. Alright. Okay, he's gonna. Alright, let's just roll to see if this hits or not, and then I'll describe it afterwards.
Okay.
So he well, okay, so he points his hand at you, like he's like joined his fingers together, like he's like just making a spear out of his hand, and you can see the green electricity surrounding it. And that is a 46 to hit.
The dice don't usually hate us this much.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't know what their issue is.
Nah,
Oh,
Okay.
that's gonna suck.
so that was a block, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that was a block.
Okay. Alright, so his hand extends and just like rockets towards you. Like you can recognize in this technology, like this is the same kind of thing that you can do in your humanoid form. Yeah, so that's just going to punch through you, and that deals another what was it that I said last time? 65, I think.
Mhm.
Actually, he's going to overcharge this a little bit. So that brings him down to 52. All right, so this is actually going to deal 71 damage this time.
I'm still good.
Okay.
That hurt, but I'm still good.
good."
Okay. So Rye, you hear this rushing wind, and you look up just in time to see Adele explode down through the ceiling. Adele, you're able to brace your landing just enough, or like brace yourself like just enough so that you don't just slam into Rye's head. And you guys are on the same floor. What are you guys doing?
Do you lift?
I'm still not fighting fit. I just wanted to see what was going on, but sure.
And I have a plan. Do I see Ulrich down there?
Yeah, he's getting his ass kind of handed to him.
Where's his daughter?
So
He's moved around a bit, so.
yeah, so you guys have they moved south from, like, his daughter is his daughter is not quite directly below you, but she's pretty close. Like she's to the left of where the column fell. Like he walked a couple feet, like we'll say like 20 feet, laid her down, and now they're like 120 feet south of that.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down to his daughter.
Okay. Rye, are you going with him?
I'm not sure. Am I going with you? Are you carrying me as well?
It's up to you if you want to come.
I mean, being closer to the battlefield so that when I am fighting fit, I can contribute wouldn't hurt.
That would probably be a good idea.
All right.
You go hide by the phone when I get down. You can get you down there.
Okay.
Okay, you scoop him up. You guys zip down. You guys are now next to his daughter's corpse, and you can see the bullet hole that went straight through her. But other than that, her body looks pristine.
Well then. So, okay, Rye, you may want to back away from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. So
You're a
yes.
terrible human being.
Me?
Yeah, I know what's coming, or I have a suspicion.
I think I know exactly what's going to happen because, well, look at this boy.
I'm a dragon. And cremation time, shall we?
I figured. Crematorium.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised it took this long.
Gonna grab the daughter and just hug as I activate Salamander. Say,
Aww.
That's sweet, but at the same time morbid.
Yep.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Okay.
It's just like,
So-
he's hiding her in rest, but he's also setting her on fire. I don't know how to feel.
She's dead.
This is the only way she's going to be able to rest in peace.
Just rest in peace.
But still, it's mildly disturbing.
Adele's, and just as the ashes go into the wind, Adele's like, I'll make sure your dad follows you so you can meet each other. If you even are in the same place.
Okay, so like as you're saying this, like out of the corner of your eye, you can see a little girl watching you, and you turn to see see the same little girl that you just cremated, but she looks slightly faded, and she just smiles at you. She's just like, "Thank you," and then she fades the rest of the way.
Adele focuses his vision on Victor, cracks his knuckles like, okay.
Did Rai see that?
Yes,
Rai saw the spirit as well?
I saw the spirit as well.
Fuck yeah.
Adele will turn. He's like, hey bastard!
Okay, Victor looks at you.
Adele flings ashes into the air.
Oh,
Come on,
shit,
then.
it's not sweet anymore.
Oh. Why'd you have to ruin it? Okay. So
Let's be honest.
Victor's eyes
Move before
dilate,
and
and he just looks absolutely pissed.
Come on.
All right. Top of the combat round. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Okay. This time around, we're going to make sure this actually hits. So.
Hot-blooded.
Pretty much, yeah. And just make sure I'm looking at the right things here. So he's going to go ahead. And actually, he's still close, isn't he?
Yep. He doesn't
He's
move.
right next to you.
Okay. I have two different things that I can do, but I'd much rather do this other thing, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll save that idea for a rainy day, and we're going to go ahead, activate Spirit Attack, and we're going to do it for like the full 15 minutes because fuck this guy in particular. I'm
Okay.
tired of fucking missing. And then he's going to go ahead and follow it up with the Blood of Attacks, Beast Claws. Let me just make sure I'm adding this up correctly.
Beat a 38.
Yes.
50.
Holy. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. How much is that?
That
Adele
is
gains a single tear in his eye as he watches you use his technique.
that is 52 damage, 4 times armor piercing.
All right. So give it a second here. So 52 minus 19.
Armor
And it's armor piercing.
It's armor piercing. And that's 4
And
times.
then minus his strength, which is 13. So 20 times 4 is 80 damage. So yeah, that hurt.
I just imagine he just kind of watches as Victor turns and he grins, just like, okay, payback time, bitch. And you just would. Adele and Ryan would probably see this, but I'm trying to think of the best way to put this, but they would probably just see Ulrich's like form and claws just grow that bright vivid blue again before he just unleashes his flurry of claw attacks like right at Victor, just growling, snarling, howling, pretty much every bestial sounds coming out of him as he's just tearing into him.
Okay, I did also forget. He did use Ghost, so you didn't deal 80. You dealt 60 to him. So I mean, you still definitely hurt him. But okay, but yeah. So you so like one claw goes through him, like I told you. It's and the second one hits him. But like his barrier stops part of it, and like he's just kind of there, like it's just a fluke. Your next one misses. Your next one after that misses, but you keep going, and your attacks get faster and faster to the point where he can't react to every single one, and you just like send this flurry of just like hundreds of claws at him, and he just gets diced up. Okay. So like you see him, the remaining tatters of his cloak just like fly off, and so it's just him in these shredded lab pants and like his shredded bloody body. Oh. Can't lose. Not here. And like he looks again at the dust, and like you see just like tears leak down his face. He's like, it's fine. I'll make a new one. I'll make a new body. And he just blitzes over to Adele. But first I'm gonna take your life. And
Adele stares, unflinching. Right.
so like it looks like he's about to attack, but then he just like stops, like better call reinforcements. And he just puts a finger up to his temple. Rai, you could assume he's activating his brain computer, probably for some type of technology, like send the wolves. And like you see a bunch of drones come down, create a portal, but no wolves come out. What?
Adele just laughs against
There's,
Yes!
there's no alpha descendant.
as Finn jumps through.
Well, Finn wouldn't be able to jump through, unfortunately,
No,
because
but
like
still, wouldn't that be funny? It's just like,
that would have been funny.
The werewolves
no,
are all on level 18, so
Oh,
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
that's
Oh dear,
unfortunately.
Doctor. Your little alpha is put to sleep. He's asleep right now. No fun time for you. He smiles.
Possible. That's not possible.
You were foolish to underestimate us. As he cracks his knuckles. Come on then.
Okay, so you can see for the first time like real fear in Victor's eyes.
He's a vicious
Okay.
smile. Adele.
It's your turn.
I'm still not fighting fit, so I'm gonna duck down out of view, behind something, like probably the pillar.
Okay. Assuming you're gonna use your action to heal.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll for that. Oh,
5 more HP.
unlucky.
We're getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there slowly.
Getting
I'll
there
get there
slowly but
someday.
surely. Alright.
I have about a third of my life left.
He's right in front of me. Literally right in front
Well,
of me.
he's no, he's not right in front of you.
Oh,
Like he stopped about 15 feet away from you.
15 feet.
That's close enough.
It's close enough.
Not enough for a melee attack.
Oh, it's more than enough for a melee attack.
A what? Really? Well, I mean, not enough for him to do like his flood of attacks combo.
I can't just unleash, but I can still get a good sock in for sure.
And that's good because it's your turn now.
Adele's like takes advantage of his shock and rushes in with his fist cocked.
Damn, 42.
All right. That hits, and he's going to use up another 7. All right, how much damage is that?
Is Finn's stuff still on,
No.
or is that faded?
At this point, it's well
Oh.
faded.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's going to be a grand total of 64 fire damage.
A 64.
Yep. Delivering a nice clean uppercut.
64 minus 20 minus 19. Alright. So you deliver the nice uppercut, but like as you're delivering it, like you feel it hit against the barrier and like it still hits him. It's still like you can feel the impact damages him, but then your fist just sort of flies right through. Oh, that's minus.
Come on.
Alright. So you're able to deal, so he loses 20 points of HP.
Gotta go with all my manly spirit then.
Alright. So Finn's not here, which means Ulrich, we're back up to you.
Yes, we are.
So he's 105 feet away now.
Give me one moment. There's a mild miscalculation with one of these things. There we go.
Oh my gosh! I just realized.
What?
Alpha has like a ton of fate counters. Damn it! Okay. Whatever.
I think Finn's more than earned those fate counters if we're honest.
Yeah.
We'll debate that later, but right now, my go. All right. Oh, this is good. This has been fun.
All right.
Okay.
Ulrich, it's your turn.
Yes, it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and how far is he from me?
105 feet.
I can reach him. And what the heck is this? Oh, something went screwy in my sheet. There it is. Say, that is not right. That's not right at all. Okay, so Auric's going to go ahead and he's going to use a charge attack. He's running full speed at Victor, and he's just going to slash at him.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
so that was really close.
Oh
All right,
my.
so as you're running full speed, like this is like right after Victor took that uppercut. Okay, and like his eye just like slides to the side, like just in time to see your claw coming at him, and your claw just passes straight through him. Okay,
You really are being a pest, aren't you?
all right, so um. So Victor lands. You can see like his green electricity is kind of fading away. He takes a moment, and this explosion, just like Dragon Ball Z style, of more green electricity, just explodes out of him, and he spends his turn reactivating all of his amplifications. And that's
Is he
yeah,
right in front of me,
okay.
or has he moved again?
Yes, but only a little bit. Like he flew back like 5 feet from
Oh, yeah,
your punch, and from like, yeah,
Oh, he's right in range then.
yeah, you can hit him.
Going all out
If,
float
if you
attack.
don't end him, Ulrich will.
You know what? Adele looks over at Ulrich. He's like, I saw what you did back there. Let's do it together. Fist together.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I
Adele,
guess.
Adele will follow Ulrich's lead whenever Ulrich takes his turn, and will unleash his flood attacks with him.
Holy fuck, okay then!
Alright then.
Okay. Then, Rye, it's your turn. Now or never, man.
You want to get that slash in, you better get it in now.
Yeah, it is. About the only thing I can do from here. Well, there is one thing I could do. How far away is he?
From you, I mean, he's pretty close. I'd estimate, let's say like 30 feet away from you, because you've been kind of hiding away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That works for me. 20 plus 15. I'm going to Juggernaut charge.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh dear!
He's going for it.
Going in.
All right.
Fuck!
Holy shit! Rod coming in from left field!
Close.
Close.
Very close.
Very close.
God
All right.
damn it!
Sorry.
It's too bad I
dude.
can't retroactively spirit attack that shit.
Unfortunately.
I will allow it this
You'll
time.
allow it.
Yes!
I will allow it. But you have to spend as much as you can.
For all my
Since
hits.
you are doing this retroactively.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. I was planning on it anyway.
Okay. All right, so you come charging in. Yeah.
We're
How
trying.
much damage do you
We're trying.
deal?
So, let's see. That's 10. That's 6 from the distance. So, 30 to 39. Would Phase Strike still be up?
Your phase strike, it would have died by now.
Drat.
Damn, Evan.
But you can use a passive action if you want.
That's true. Yeah, let's Phase Strike this one too.
Hell
That way
yeah.
it's got armor piercing.
Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
Let me know when you get the total
And-
damage.
Sorry, that is 43
Nice.
3. All
armor
right.
piercing.
Okay. Okay, so as you lay into him, you do note that he does not activate his barrier this time. And so he just like, like, spits up this blood as, you just Bambi into this guy.
Now or never.
And
Yep.
he loses 30 HP from that. So
I'm going full
You-
spirit.
cut his remaining health in half. All right, so Adele and Ulrich.
I'm pulling
So
all my-
I mean, what you're proposing to do doesn't really technically exist right now, but it's cool as shit. So what we're gonna do, like, whoever's got the highest attack between you two, you're gonna be the one rolling with a +3 advantage, and then if you hit, both of you deal damage separately.
So Haley.
Hmm?
I'm gonna put my full spirit into this. I'm gonna pour spirit attack into this. That's gonna bring me up to a 33.
Oh, that would do the same thing for me if I did mine.
Do you want to roll it or me? It is your turn. You want it?
Let me go ahead and key that in. And sure, I'll roll it.
Go for it.
So that should be +36 total.
36. Fuck. He's not getting out of this.
He is not. And each of you are getting +10 to your multi-attacks too.
Oh.
Yeah, for funsies, you each want to let me know how much damage you deal?
So with that +10, I deal around, and with the damage added on, that's that's +15, right? Basically. So
With the spirit attack, it should be
Yep.
just +10.
just +10. That's 20 extra damage. All right, that's going to be 84 4 times.
Okay, 84 minus 20. So 64 times 4.
256.
Ulrich, how much do you deal?
Doing that right now. I gotta pull out my calculator. So is it? Oh, god damn it! I didn't do that right. Fucking hell. So is it plus the 10 from spear attack and then an additional +10?
Yep.
That is. That's a whopping 78 arm piercing damage, sir.
78 minus 13. 65 times 4. Alright, give me a second. Let me add this up.
Grand total of
Oh my-
516.
Yeah.
That's all.
Alright.
Look each other in the eye. They're like, "Yep, let's do this."
That man had 30 health.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys just completely like. Oh. Yeah, there's just.
Not only
there's
is he
no-
dead, there's nothing left to reanimate.
Can I describe? Can I? Haley,
I'm gonna give Haley the chance to describe first because this is her arc.
Oh yeah.
So-
Okay, so I imagine Alric is just staring down at Victor and just kind of smiles a little bit. Because he probably just noticed, like, the fear in his eyes and just the sheer determination. It's just like, funny. I think I gave you the same look when you had me on the table all these years ago. How does it feel? And with that, his claws start glowing just that bright
Okay,
vivid
so
energy.
as you
before it
say
starts
that,
flashing.
you see this look of dread just enter into Victor's face, just like all the blood leaves his complexion.
This is for Tyrant!
Okay, and with that, with a combination of fiery, burning punches and slashes, you guys carve up his entire body so they're just like tiny little pieces that then get vaporized and with his flames, and he is just ash, and it just blows away.
May you rest in peace, wherever you may be.
Bastard.
I'd be okay if he rested in torment.
That's fair.
After
That
a
is-
moment, you guys will probably just see Alric just crumble to his knees as he reverts from his wolf form, just trying to catch his breath after all that. Fuck.
Adele will deactivate his enchantments, his enhancements, or amplifications. The fuck am I saying? Walks over to Ulrich. You gonna be all right? Need a hand?
Maybe.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Or here, let's get up there and start getting people out of there.
Yeah,
Okay.
That'd be smart. Ow.
He offers.
So as you're saying this, you look up, and the ship just starts to fall.
Oh,
Oh god! Out of the way! Out of the way!
Finn, at this point, you've reverted to your humanoid form, and you're just in your bloody 1 HP state.
1 HP, 3 myth. Just kind of like he's kind of just laid against the side of the passed out wolf.
Okay. So, I mean, there's enough cushion that you don't, take damage, but you can, when this ship hits the ground, you're going to be able to feel it. Okay, so everybody else,
run!
are you just running out of the way?
Yep, we're booking it. We are booking it. Don't move
All right.
it, everybody. Knees up, knees up.
You're all back.
Okay, so you all high knees your way out of there.
I imagine Alric
Ulrich
is just kind
is-
of dragging all down along, just like, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Holding on to Rye, so it's just a chain.
Okay.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Okay, so the ship comes crashing down. This huge wave of dirt still hits you. All of you guys take 28 damage from the shockwave of the dirt hitting you. Is anybody unconscious from that?
Is that taking out
Yeah.
my armor?
It's just damage.
How much damage does it do?
28.
28?
28.
28.
I'm good then. I'm good. I still have iron fur. I'm good.
I'm good. I don't think I ever got hit this time around.
Oh wow.
So
I did, but I'd healed up enough that I'm good.
Okay.
And
Right,
that new
so-
legendary armor does not hurt.
Finn, I'm gonna say you take 1 point of damage, just enough for you to go unconscious from the rumbling. So
As he tries to stand up as he feels the ship coming down, and as it crashes, he just kind of crumbles and hits his head.
oh yeah. Okay, so you are out. Okay, so you guys are looking at the at the remains of this huge crumpled ship.
I've updated the map to reflect it.
there we
Let
go.
me see this.
Oh my god! Look at ruins upon the street.
Did the ship land on the city or just next to it?
I mean,
Next to it.
Alright. That was slightly a misconception by me then.
Ruins of Victor's ship.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
We gotta get one out. Finn's still in there.
Let's move then. Come on.
Not to mention our families.
Yeah, let's get them all out of there.
Let's go.
All right. As you guys are moving towards the ship, you see this dent appear on the side of it, as if something is punching from outside of it.
Oh.
You see another dent and another, and then like the side, like a part of the, like a bit larger than a human-sized chunk of metal just explodes out, and you see Victor walking out, and yeah, he just looks
I
at you
forgot about
guys
that.
like enraged.
I forgot about that.
Fucking
Like
me.
he looks kind of slimy. He looks like there are some like tubes and stuff,
Fuck.
like
Yeah, he's
tube
a human.
indents. Like he
He's a
just came
human.
out of the
Fuck.
like he just came out of a tube, and he's like, I am a scientist of reincarnation. Did you really think that I didn't have a backup plan?
Adele does not want to talk anymore. I'm going right for a fist.
Just punch
Okay.
his face in, please.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
No,
Okay,
that's a
go
clone.
ahead,
That's a
go
clone.
ahead and roll for it.
Can I give a quick idea? Just in the distance, Joe is frantically driving the bus towards them.
Oh god! Oh god!
Oh, I got a nat one. Okay,
Yes!
so your fist lands. And then it's Victor's turn.
64 dim. 64 fire.
C4 damage.
Yep.
Okay. He does have all his stuff now, though. So, that's clear. 64 minus 20 minus 19, 25.
It's interesting that clones don't come out in a weakened state.
I'm surprised it doesn't have anything.
Well,
Either
normally they would, and normally it takes a day or so for them to do that. I'm making an exception because it's Victor. Like, he's a goddamn genius. So
Well, Steven is pestering us to get off the stream. Apparently he's starting in about 2 minutes.
alright, we're almost done. Okay. So Victor kind of looks at you like, that's not going to be enough to take me down. And then Adele.
They'll have to keep trying then.
Oh, Adele, like, out of the corner of your eye, you see Moon, and he's, like, waving at you with this huge, dorky smile. And, like, he just, like, kind of bends over and looks at you between his legs. And then, like, you know, from your point of view, he just sort of, like, walks off screen. And, Victor's still ranting. He's just like, I'm gonna harvest you for organs. I'm gonna use you to build homunculus to attack new villages. I'll rebuild a clone body of my daughter, and like he just kind of looks down, and this slit appears along his abdomen, and the top half of him just falls over.
Oh, what the fuck?
Adele just like, huh. He looks around for Moon.
Moon is nowhere to be seen.
Adele's like, thank you, Moon.
Wait, excuse me.
Adele laughs and just looks down at the torso and the head of the body. It's like, hi. And he just breathes fire and to burn it up.
Okay, well, you handle that. Come on, let's get on the ship. Come on.
Yep.
When the next one pops up.
Thank you, Moon.
Right.
Get your ass in on here, Adele. Come on, we gotta get these guys
All
out
right.
here before the next one wakes up.
So because of time constraints, we are gonna end this session right there. However, no, I'll dole out fate counters at the beginning of next session. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna close right there.
Alright, we closed with the ship crashing, we killed the second clone, and now we're hurrying on to the ship and trying to get everyone the fuck out of there! God damn it! Fuck off, Steven!
All right. So thank you everybody for joining us today.
And we will hopefully be able to see you next time. I'm saying now, don't stick around for the next stream.
Wow.
Ian's gotta
Live
be
on, live on, play strong, and roll out.
Yeah,
See you later, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.